Marco.
Yep.
Marco.
I took a full load.
I win. Oh shit. With the fresh fade, I win. Oh no. Oh no, he did it to him again. Oh goodness gracious me, oh my. Well, welcome back everybody. Welcome back. I don't know if I should say welcome back because it's me that goes away, not you. You're always there. You're always there. It's me who goes and then, oh, it's Saturday night. Where is he? Where is he? Blah, blah, blah. So, I'm back, I should say. And welcome back to me. We're here once again. This is I'm almost 100% confident in saying if this isn't the last one, if this isn't the last stream before the next infiltrating a pyramid scheme, this is what I like. You see,
dropped a bag $16.99 super chat. Thumbs up the stream. Marco has a fresh fade.
You know what? Let's just get it all out of the way right now. Let's just get all this out of the way right now. Michael K has the right idea. Bro, we got some heavy hitters in the chat. Look at the mods in the chat. We've got Tyler in the chat. We've got Meek. I mean, Tyler Hegeman is actually, this is special and early as well. Tyler, Wagwan. Bad Dog Sports. Such a bad dog. He's in here. Goodness gracious. The cult grows. The cult gets stronger. It's, of course, free.
Thumbs up the ting.
To thumbs up the ting and click like. You never seen it before. Trey Tino is not late. Kendra K is early. My Romeo, where art thou, Romeo is here. Hope is here. So many people are here. Smurgy is here. When I say these names, people just, oh, Smurgy, they're taking notes. Burger Baron, you know, Queen of Karma, Based If True, Benjamin, it's time. Remember, Marco, you know everything. I'll take one full load, sir. Oh, yeah?
Knowledge.
Wrong button?
I took a full load.
There you go. So yeah, I was gonna say, Lucy Tunes, what up? Taking responsibility. I'd love to see that. Lucy Tunes, thank you for doing that.
I take responsibility.
Still have this on. This is probably the last stream before the new infiltrating a pyramid scheme video.
What you were about
Wrong button. Once I fix my beard, it's over for y'all. I accidentally cut this part too low. So now I have to like let it grow for a few days and like bring this line up. Yeah, fuck. But you know, I wasn't planning on this infiltrating a pyramid scheme video being such an event. But honestly, man, it's like, you know, this has happened with every single one of my MLM infiltrating a pyramid scheme videos where I sort of drag my feet on it and I'm like, fuck, I should get it going and finish it up. And then I end up being grateful that I did wait on it and not drop it as early as I did because new information comes out or I discover new things that make the video so much better. And that also happened in the case of this video as well. And I'll give you one example so I don't spoil anything. But with my ACN video in 2020, I remember I was nearly done the video. I thought I was done. And that was when I discovered that Trump had been a promoter of ACN from 2005 to 2015. And I just thought that adding that bit in there, that the then sitting president was the biggest like spokesperson of this massive multi-level marketing company, that was just such like a cherry on top. And then I was able to find the fact, you know, I was able to find a photo on Nathan's Facebook. You know, Nathan was this is 5 years ago now, but Nathan was the ringleader of that scheme in Edmonton. And yeah, I was able to find a photo of Nathan with Trump from one of the ACN events, and it was just like, it just flowed together perfectly, and it just was like puzzle pieces perfectly matching up. And this time around, you know, I've always been worried that the infiltrating a pyramid scheme videos, you know, I hold myself to such a high standard when it comes to those that I want everyone to be better than the last. And I think I've achieved that. You know, my last one, which was about a company whose name I just can't for the life of me remember. Oh, strugglesome. 2 years ago almost. That video, I remember it was the hardest I've ever worked on a video. I was like, okay, what do people like? Do they like the Zoom call infiltrations? Do they like the in-person infiltrations? And I decided to do a hybrid, which was the first time I think that I'd done sort of a hybrid infiltration. Where I was reacting to clips of people as well as doing in-person hidden camera stuff. And that tied together so perfectly, you know, like I had these schemers that I had already been collecting information on, and then in the video, like I'm anyways, I shouldn't say too much about that, but that video was the best performing infiltrating a pyramid scheme yet. You know, it was a massive, massive video for the 1 week that it was available. And then it was also the longest one. I think it was like 42 minutes. And I was worried that it was going to be too long. But you know what, bro? I did a poll on my Instagram recently. Follow me on Instagram if you don't. Always Marco. I post the most stuff there, honestly. I was worried that it was going to be too long, but I did a poll on Instagram where I asked people like, what's the ideal length for like a YouTube video? Like, how long do you want to watch YouTube videos? Bro, there was people telling me like the longer the better, as long as every minute is good, as long as there's no fluff. And honestly, I agree. Like, I really love putting on a long ass YouTube video or like video essay or podcast or interview with an interesting person that I like, you know, like I'm not really I don't religiously listen to Joe Rogan, for example, but every once in a blue moon there will be somebody on there where I'm like, okay, this could be interesting. Let me check that out. So, you know, I watched I watched a 4-hour Jenny Nicholson video about the Star Wars hotel and why it was such a failure. Bro, that video came out like a year ago. I've watched that video twice. Why? Why have I sat and listened to a 4-hour video essay about why the Star Wars hotel was bad twice? I don't know. I just thought it was really well done, well researched, well put together. The arguments were beautifully laid out, and it was, you know, the person in the video was entertaining and passionate, and it was a well-made video, and I didn't feel like it was 4 hours. So when I apply that same thinking to my own infiltrating a pyramid scheme video, I think I think I'll be able to get away with a 1-hour video. And it's looking like that's around the length it's going to be. So I'm rolling the dice and hoping that making it longer, you know, I haven't pushed the too long point. But you know, as I've made them, they've gotten longer and they've also done better. Have they done better because they've been longer? I don't know. I always try and clean it up and tighten it up as much as possible. And CoffeeZilla really helped me on the last infiltrating a pyramid scheme video. I remember I sent it to him and I had a draft that was like 52 minutes or something like that. And he gave me some notes over the phone. He was like, you should put this at the very beginning and then move this around and cut this out. And from that, I was able to chop like 10 minutes off of it and you know, make a much tighter, much better video that gets right into the action. So I really feel like this new infiltrating a pyramid scheme video, which I haven't said the name of the company because I don't want to spoil it and have them sue me preemptively, you know. But this video is really a culmination of everything I've done. It's a culmination of all of the knowledge that I have on this topic.
Knowledge.
It's a culmination of like the books that I've read that inform my ability to break down some of the claims and some of the arguments. You know, you'll see those references in the video. It's also a culmination as well of like the ambition of what I'm trying to do. You know, this video takes place on the other side of the world. You know, I went and infiltrated an MLM's event on the other side of the planet, and it's also the first time where I wasn't alone. And I've already spoiled this on Instagram, but me and Fidel go to infiltrate this MLM company. Thank you, Lucien Voldemorty. Pay your goon tax. Yes. Pay the goon tax. Thank you. So that's really exciting because it's a culmination of his story. It's like a full circle moment for the hero redemption arc for Fidel. Also, speaking of Fidel, I posted this on my Instagram. If you didn't see it, Fidel graduated from college the other day. Congratulations, Fidel. And would you believe it that the exact same day, not even joking, the exact same calendar day that Fidel graduates from college is the same day that Iovia, formerly known as I Am Academy, officially ceased all of its operations. Now, when I'm able to make a video about this, I will. But let me just say this. I'm owed so many apologies from the people who told me that company would be around for decades and it was the greatest company in the world and they'll bet me $10,000 that they're going to make this much and it's going to be around this long and blah, blah, blah. I am always right and I always win. Remember that. Speaking of I always win, on the last stream, I told you that I had approximately $2,000 in new bills that I had to pay to my lawyer. Well, since then, my lawyer sent me a new $1,500 bill.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both.
So, goon tax is of the utmost importance. If you want to support this mission, support this channel, who knows? The new video might get me sued as well. I don't know, but this is what I'm. As I said on the last stream, I'm trying to really help the world with these videos. People always tell me I'm doing God's work, and sometimes I need the world's help back, man, because I have no intention of, when I get these lawsuits, of folding and deleting my video. I don't want to do that. I want to keep fighting for the truth. And if I'm allowed to be silenced, then I don't know. I feel like I'm certainly falling short of my mission and falling short of the duty I feel to help people in the world. So, but without money, it's almost impossible. The court system is a tool of the rich. It's almost like an organized the way criminals can use the legal system if they have money. It's almost like mafia type shit that the mafia would come around and be like, hey, you're opening up a flower shop. Okay, we're going to offer you protection. And you'll be like, I don't need any protection. And they'll be like, yeah, well, if you don't pay us, 20% or whatever, then, if you pay us 20%, then we'll stop people from breaking your windows. It's like, well, nobody is breaking my windows. Like, if somebody breaks my windows, I'll just pay for it. But what they're really saying to you, it's like a subtle inversion of what they're implying. What they're really saying is, if you don't pay us the 20%, we'll come and break your windows. So I almost feel like it's like that with the lawsuits, where you get a cease and desist letter and they tell you, oh, we're doing you a big favor. We're saving you a lot of money and headache by not taking you to court if you just delete the video. What they're saying is, if you don't delete the video, we're going to put you through hell. It's just a subtle way. They try to frame it like they're helping you, when really they're fucking you. So, yeah, it's hard, and I don't want to give up, and I've had great help thus far, and the lawyers that I've worked with have been very generous to me and very helpful to me, but, unfortunately, the wheels of justice need greasing. Yeah. So I do appreciate all y'all. And on that note, tying these two threads together, the earliest access to the new Infiltrating a Pyramid Scheme video will, of course, be to those people on Patreon and YouTube memberships who support me there. So if you're, if you want to support the boy and you want to see the new video early, it's an hour-long documentary. This thing has evolved since the first initial idea of it to become a much more ambitious thing. Liam in the chat. Marco's arms looking bigger. Damn. Thank you, Liam. All thanks to Liam Denton. Thank you. You've been training me. Oh, fuck. Oh, yes. Oh, God. Wait till you see it. Wait till you see the shirtless pics, or at least the physique update pics coming soon. It should be good, hopefully. Okay, let me see. TA in the chat. WFG gave me a lifetime opportunity. Marco is just a hater. Interesting. We'll talk about it. Beware the Lily of the Valley says, I'm watching a guy who just posted a nearly 8-hour video today ripping apart a book. Love that. Michael says, I remember in high school, motherfuckers pushing Amway while they drove a Toyota Camry talking about generational wealth, Zilla is the GOAT, so true. Who in here had someone get you to come to an MLM presentation? Thumbs up the thing, so true. Yes, I am El Fidel, yes. Snoopy Doo says, I automatically think long videos have better research. Short videos, I assume, skim the topic. I don't know, maybe I'm weird. Yeah, I like that. I like the deep dives, Mark always wins, so true. Why not just delete it and continue being a boss and laughing at the court system scam scheme? Well, then it begs the question of why did I spend so long working on a video just to delete it anyways? And there's going to be re-uploads that float around the internet that I don't benefit from. I'm not getting new subscribers who will support me. I'm not making any money from ad revenue, which I rely on, you know? Makes no sense. If we all donate 10K, Marco will have 900,000. So simple.
Lily just dropped a bag 27 Canadian dollars and 47 cents.
Oh wow, shit! Thank
I
you. Hold
always
on.
hate seeing people settle in court
Let's get
cases
all the
where they
bags out of the
should
way.
win.
Let's just get it out of the
I
way before we get into these hater videos. What do you say?
Balls, get
Let's
away.
just get out of the way.
I want to see you feed these crooks some humble pie.
Okay. Walt Turner says, had an Amway rep say to me, I don't see everyone as a target or mark. I said, well, that's why you aren't successful yet. They froze up. That's fucking hilarious. That's amazing. That is a bar. There you go. Let's see what Lily said. Lily, thank you for that. You are a legend. Goontax paid in full. Lily says, I always hate seeing people settle in court cases where they should win. I understand why, but it just lets slime balls get away 1,000%. I want to see you feed these crooks some humble pie. Thank you so much, Lily, for the generous dono. Yes, and for the sentiment. I agree wholly, completely with that sentiment. As I've said before, hey, pyramid schemes that are watching my shit, give me $10 million. Give me $10 million and I'll settle. Aside from that, fuck you. I can't miss what I've never had. I've never been rich, so I can't miss not being rich, you know? Pay me $10 million, you know? My Uncle Ben taught me, with great power comes great responsibility. How much money for the shirtless pics? You know what? If we hit this Donegal, if we fill the Donegal, I'll take my shirt off. How about that? $1,500 in new lawyer fees in one day. Actually, it was within the span of a week. If you take the $2,000 that I had to pay and then the $1,500 that I had to pay, that makes $3,500 that I had to pay in a single week. Now, we know, look, we see the mansion behind me. We know I'm a billionaire, of course. We know I'm a rich, famous YouTuber, of course. We know I take the private jet all around the world, of course. But that did make a tiny little dent in the windshield of the plane, you know? When a bird is flying and its beak hits the windshield at the right speed and the bird explodes, but there's just a little, it just bothers you, you know? That's what it's like. So we got to figure that out. Thank you, Lily and Walt Turner. Okay. I thumbs up the thing and grew 2 inches. $5 USD is 27 Canadian rupees. That's insane. Yeah, it's the USD to Canadian conversion is insane. So if you want to donate to me and you have it within your capability to use USD, do it. Just do it. Okay, let's start here. We're going to start with a video that I've been meaning to react to for a while. It's from a year ago. I just couldn't be fucked. This is a video from a gentleman. I had to go on Rumble to find this. You can't even like, I didn't even find this on YouTube. Somebody linked me this. This is from a guy, John Weberg. Multi-level marketing unexposed. Whoa, hold on. Unexposed. How can you unexpose? Okay, so we're unexposing something. They lied. And there's always Marco there, so handsome. There's CoffeeZilla there. There's John Oliver there. Okay. And it says, what multi-level marketing unexposed. What CoffeeZilla and always Marco. Let's click it. What always Marco and CoffeeZilla. What CoffeeZilla and always Marco lie about. Can't wait for this. I can't wait. Here, I'm about to skip the ad on Rumble. By the way, if you've ever watched videos on Rumble, the ads that come up are so fucking insane. It's literally like always some like religious end of the world type shit or like some how to manifest a boat through vibrational frequencies or something like that. It's madness. Okay, let's watch John Weberg's video, multi-level marketing unexposed. What CoffeeZilla and always Marco lie about. We're liars. Liars. And yeah, let's check it out. John Weberg. Let me fucking fix this. Where's my blue background? There we go. Got to keep the brand. Got to keep the brand strong. Okay, let's see what John Weberg has to say. How do CoffeeZilla and Always Marco lie? Let's check it out. And I'm also going to open the chat on my phone because I swear anytime I react to videos, that's when my computer starts sounding like a jet engine taking off. I think I need to close the YouTube tab. I think it's something to do with the chat. Like the live chat puts too much taxation on the computer CPU and the GPU. I don't know. All right, let's watch it. Here we go. John Weberg.
They will probably never admit it, but the world's greatest influencers are lying to you about multi-level marketing, and I can prove it.
Did somebody say greatest influencer? Me reacting to a hit piece about myself, but they say one nice thing backhandedly, and I'm like, the greatest influencer. So you think I'm you think I'm one of the greatest influencers? Love you, John. All right.
From CoffeeZilla, who is one of the largest YouTubers in the entire world, and all the way to John Oliver, who is one of the largest late-night hosts there are. Multi-level marketing,
Doesn't mention me by name, but puts me in the thumbnail and the title. All good.
MLMs, and network marketing gets a really bad rap. And there's a lot of reasons for this. As some of the world's largest MLM and network marketing companies have gone bankrupt, have been shut down by the FTC, and a lot worse.
The Federal Trade Commission has already received 170 complaints against the company.
They make you feel guilty.
They will specifically target your insecurities.
An MLM's biggest weapon that they can use against you and that they do use against you is shame.
And this makes the fight to make an MLM seem great or to seem okay a very difficult battle. But when you hear what I'm about to say, I can guarantee you'll change your mind or at least think differently, because what you've been told about MLMs and how every single one of them is a pyramid scheme is not the entire truth. And
what?
I'm going to tell you the real truth right now. My name is John Weberg. I'm an online business owner, and over the past 10 years or so, I've ran multiple businesses. I've been in MLMs. I've watched as some MLMs have been crushed and absolutely destroyed, and I've gone bankrupt. And I've watched as well as to what some MLMs do to their customers and what.
So you failed at everything. You failed at everything and consistently been scammed is what that sentence means to me. Over the last 10 years, I've owned multiple businesses. I've gone bankrupt, and I've been part of several MLMs. Oh! So like a terrible track record of success. Like, it's amazing. It's truly remarkable.
Some don't. And today I'm going to walk you through the truth about why MLMs and pyramid schemes are not the same thing, why MLMs as a whole are actually a good thing, and most importantly, I'm going to tell you the truth about what every big influencer has been lying to you about MLMs and why they're just using MLMs to get clicks and grow their channels.
So
there
true.
are a lot of criticisms about MLMs that are right, but there's also a lot that are really wrong. First of all, let's cover the myth of all MLMs are a pyramid scheme, and this is simply just not true, and anyone who told you this is not necessarily lying to you, they just don't understand how MLMs actually work. So first of all, what
Always Marco is going to learn how MLMs actually work today.
Is an MLM or multi-level marketing company?
Let's go.
It is a company or business that pays commissions to affiliates who generate sales for their business. This is a common business practice done by the largest corporations in the world, including Walmart, Amazon, name the company, they have most likely some kind of affiliate program. Now, the only difference between an MLM and a normal affiliate program is that they pay another level or 2 or 3 or 5 deeper. So let's imagine we have an affiliate program that pays 50% commissions. A MLM will pay 50% commissions for anyone you bring in that buys the product or service they're offering. And as well, they'll give you another 10% for anyone that person brings in to buy a product and service. And there's actually nothing wrong with that. I can pay, or you can pay, or any business can pay any percent of sales to any level deep of customers and referrals they want.
Here's the first bit of nonsense. Jesus, honestly, it doesn't even require me to think about it anymore to debunk these people's nonsense, because it's just so, I've just heard it all a billion times before. Okay. The first thing is he's trying to equate MLM to some sort of affiliate program. Okay. Some MLMs do have this affiliate program where customers, real customers, can go and purchase the product from the website using your affiliate link, and you'll get a commission. This is true. This is true. However, I would imply, and I would suggest, and I would actually insist that the amount of revenue that any MLM company makes from this segment of their sales apparatus is negligible at best. they probably barely make any money from this affiliate system. Where they really make the money is the multi-level marketing system, where distributors either are mandated to purchase products every month, or there is a de facto mandatory obligation to purchase products every month, where it doesn't officially say you have to, but the upline leaders tell you, oh, you need to be a product of the product, and how can you sell something that you don't use, and whatever other high pressure sales tactic nonsense. When this happens, it's actually disingenuous to call earnings commissions. Let me explain this very, very simply. If I am a distributor for a multi-level marketing company, and every month I make $100 worth of purchases, let's say that's the minimum purchase requirement. Now I have $100 worth of stuff in a box, lotion or shampoo or whatever. If I bought it for $100 and I went and resold those products for $110, that's not really a commission. That's just me reselling something. If I bought a TV 5 years ago and I went and resold the TV for more than I paid for it, did I get commission from LG or Toshiba or whatever the company was? Of course not. I just marked it up. That was my finesse, I just marked it up and resold it for extra money. That's not a commission. And so this is something that this is one of the many points of nonsense that MLM companies put out there, that you are a sales rep for this company. You're not a sales rep. You're a customer who has, for some reason or another, signed a contract that says you agree to buy products from this company every month. You're acting as the end consumer. You're the customer. And you're hopefully going to sell some of the inventory to other people. But in reality, what's going to happen is you're just going to try to recruit people who also agree to buy inventory every month. And this brings me to the next point why this is nonsense. Because in MLM companies, most of them in their compensation plan, everyone that I've seen at least, the amount that you can get paid is directly correlated to the amount you spend. So I'll do a simple example. Let's say again that you have a $100 minimum monthly purchase requirement to stay active in the company as a distributor, right? To be eligible to earn commissions. And let's say that $100 equals 100 PV, or personal volume, okay? MLM compensation plans will have it where the dollar amount is less than the PV amount. So I guess I have to change it a bit. So let's say you purchase $100 worth of stuff, but the $100 purchase only gets you 50 PV. Like you get half a PV per dollar, right? So you go and you spend $100 to get 50 PV, and then 50 PV will equal $50. So your commission check is really just a refund of $50. And this is why people in MLMs will go, oh, well, I made $50. But consider, how did they make $50? Well, first they spent $100. You spent $100, and they gave you $50 back. So you actually didn't make $50, you spent $50. This is how the backwardness of the doublespeak and the brainwashing of MLM can be so confusing, because if you want to get away with a lie, you can't just say that the truth isn't valid. You have to posit the complete opposite end of the truth, So, if you want to say that, if you want to defend MLM, you can't say that it's not a scam. That's not good enough. You have to say that it's the greatest business opportunity in the world, so that the lay person who isn't informed on the subject ends up using this middle ground fallacy and thinking, okay, well, it's he said, she said. He's all the way over here with it. He's all the way over here with it. The truth must be somewhere in the middle. And that obviously still results in a favorable outcome for the scammer, because you're not going to think about them as being as bad as they are. An average person is just going to be like, okay, well, maybe it's not as great as they preach, but maybe it's not as bad as they preach. And they're just going to have a neutral opinion on it, which is not good, which is still... Somebody having a neutral opinion on MLM still allows the MLMs to get away with the fraud. So that's no bueno, of course. So yeah, this is this is why the thing I said before about like you spend $100, you get 50 PV, that equals $50. So you made $50, but actually you lost $50. That's how you end up in situations where, like in the Lula Rich docuseries on Amazon, women in LuLaRoe were they were making like, I don't know, $10,000 a month, but they were spending $15,000 a month because the PV, nobody took the time to sit and do the math and be like, okay, well, if I'm only getting 50 PV back for every $100 spent and 1 PV equals $1 in commission, that means I'm actually still spending more than I'm making, you know? So it's just layers and layers of nonsense, you know? So let's continue on with John Weberg here. Hold on, let me read some of your comments. What up, Dave Vaughn? Okay, let's see. My Romeo says, damn, you got me blocked on Instagram. I stand by the belief that if I blocked you on Instagram, you deserved it. And, yeah, I don't know. I'm ruthless with that block button. But, I don't know. Send me an email, I guess. I don't know. Send me an email and plead your case. We can go to Goon Court.
What you were about to
We'll go to Goon Court. Thank you, Maria. Hi, Scott. Hi, Peter. Funny, with all of these reacting to hate videos today, I'm not even talking about Scott and Peter, but thank you for that, Maria. I do got to do a Scott and Peter stream soon. Beware the Lily of the Valley says, he makes it seem like there's only a set limit of layers, but with an MLM, there isn't. So even if every person in the world joined, the final layer would still lose out. So true. Dave Vaughn says, if one level is fine, why is multi-level bad? It distorts the incentives. The focus shifts from sales to recruitment for the head office and the recruits. That's too difficult a question, Dave Vaughn. You ask too much of John Weberg. I'll never work for $1 another man can print out of thin air. I'm not a robot. Just purchase this $550 starter pack that includes 50 protein bars and other garbage you are going to resell to your family so I can make money off you. Okay, good luck, new business owner. Yeah, pretty accurate. Benjamin says, apologies for my tardiness. Appropriate compensation shall be made to the cult. Yeah, it's expensive to run this fireplace behind me and keep these lights on in the lounge. Dave Vaughn says, commission is effectively a share of the investments of current participants in the opportunity based on their position in the hierarchy, years of involvement, and most importantly, number of active downline. So true. Doublespeak ruins lives and sells toothpaste. So true. The amount of times I've quoted 1984 covering MLMs is actually starting to scare me. Yeah, well, it's accurate. It's very accurate, Queen of Karma. Okay, let's see. Chat, am I cooked? Just switch your cell service and all your family and friends' cell service to this garbage MLM branded cell service, and you will save money while I make money. Sounds like a deal. Grace, Yubji, what up? All right, let's continue.
The problem and the difference comes when the messaging from a company, from an MLM company, or from a network marketing company revolves around only bringing in new customers to bring in new customers, because that is what a pyramid scheme actually is.
Hey, John, you don't become more convincing the more you wave your hands around.
That's not what an MLM is.
What up,
An
Sabrina?
MLM only becomes a pyramid scheme when the entire messaging, like I just said, and all the copy and everything they say and everything their affiliates say is just to bring in and made to bring in more customers, to repeat that. Now.
So it's only a pyramid scheme when they advertise it deceptively and emphasize recruitment. I mean, he's objectively wrong. I won't even waste any time on that. He's just objectively wrong. An MLM can be a pyramid scheme even if no deceptive claim is made about it, because the very structure of any MLM system is fraudulent in itself because it depends upon the losses of the many to fund the profits of the few.
It is normal and acceptable and ethical to pay multiple levels deep in commissions and sales if that is not the only thing you are promoting is getting more customers. If instead you are promoting how good your product and services are and you're focusing on the product and services and how they help your customers, it's okay to pay multiple levels deep of commissions. There's nothing wrong with that. So an MLM and a pyramid scheme are not the same thing. Pyramid schemes are bad, they are wrong, and some MLMs are pyramid schemes. It's why they get a really bad rap. However, The MLMs that are not pyramid schemes don't deserve that bad rap because there's nothing wrong with them. They're offering products and services while paying commissions to an affiliate and affiliates below them. That's it. Now, number 2 is my favorite because it's an argument that can go both ways and that people debate back and forth with over and over and over again. Let me first say this. I'm not okay with lying in the form of any kind of copy, messaging, communication. You are not and should never lie to your customers, lie to your affiliates. You should never not be transparent. You should never be dishonest in any possible way with your customers or your affiliates or anyone you're communicating to.
It's funny he says this because the term multi-level marketing is a lie. The compensation plan itself, the idea that you could call this a compensation plan when really what it is a money transfer scheme, that's a lie on its face. The presentation of it as a business opportunity is a lie. The presentation that you're earning commissions is a lie. The idea that you're an entrepreneur is a lie. Literally every term, you've heard me say this before, every term, phrase, classification, practice, claim in MLM is a lie. Literally everything is a lie from the name down.
Especially in business and involving money. With this being said, there's a debate that MLMs are bad. They're horrible. They're the boogeyman because they tell people that if they promote their product and services, they can make money selling their services. And the problem is only when MLMs make humongous big claims and if they guarantee you're going to make X amount of money by doing nothing or by doing very little. That is an issue. That is never okay. I am not okay with that in any circumstance. However, having general messaging that if you promote these products and services as an affiliate, that you will earn a commission off it and have potential to generate an income that's reliable and consistent over turning it into an actual real business, an affiliate business, that's completely okay and completely normal. MLMs get in trouble when they cross the line and start making guarantees and start guaranteeing income and saying if you do this or you join, you're going to make so much money, you don't have to do anything. That's the issue. I do not like that at all. MLMs that do that, I will completely agree with that it's not okay. But my counter argument is,
So every MLM. Okay, continue.
well, even with saying, hey, if you join this, you're going to make a lot of money if you're able to bring in this amount of customers is, what about colleges? Colleges that bring you hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt and that don't guarantee a job of any kind.
This is a whataboutism. The pitfalls of something else don't erase, the shortcomings of B don't downplay or erase the shortcomings of A. What about college? What about being a drug dealer? What about being a scammer? What about making fake credit cards? Of course, you can levy criticisms against all of these things. Of course, you can say that school isn't as valuable as it once was. I think that's not even controversial. That's just objectively true. School is more expensive now, and less often do you need a degree now. But what about colleges? That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Or don't guarantee an income of any kind. The same can be said about a career that may fail or that you may lose because the industry goes down, you name it. And my point with this is just that whether it's MLM, whether it's starting a business on your own that's not an MLM, whether it's being an affiliate marketer, whether it's joining and becoming a part of a college, becoming a student, whether it's working a job and going into a career or doing trades, it is your freedom and choice to spend your money and to join and do whatever you want with your money, however you wish.
There's another problem with this, which is that in MLM, you don't actually have the free will, so to speak, because you don't have the information you would need in order to make a consented decision. Because what they've promised you, what they've advertised to you, is a lie from its very root. I've used the example countless times that if I offer you a glass of poison water, you would never take it because I told you it's poison. If I simply offered you a glass of water and never told you there was poison in it and you drank it and died, well, you can't, I can't then go, well, you chose to drink it. No, they chose to drink water. They didn't choose to drink a poison glass of water. That's why, I lied by omission. I removed critical information that they would have needed to make a fully informed choice and then blamed them for the consequence, which I knew would happen. That's exactly what happens in MLM, is that people aren't presented with the impossible endless chain math, the exponential explosive nonsense math of the recruit 5 who recruit 5 or recruit 3 who recruit 3 or whatever. They're not shown the loss rates. They're not shown the income disclosure statement. Even the income disclosure statement that they do publish, if they do publish one, is deceptive because usually they only include active distributors or people who made at least $1 in earnings that year, which is usually less than half of the people to begin with. So already they're reporting the commissions of only half of the people because half already earned nothing. And of the people that did earn something, they're probably only showing you an average, which is massively deceptive as well, because the average will be inflated by the people at the very top who are earning a lot of money, which makes the numbers not look so bad. So again, comparing this to college is completely nonsensical, false equivalence nonsense, because in a university, you know exactly what the deal is. You'll pay this much and you'll get this degree. Now, whether you get a job from that degree or not is a whole nother story. They don't guarantee you that when you when you go sign up for college. They don't say, oh yes, go through this 4-year program and we have a guaranteed spot for you at this company on the day you graduate. That's never happened. They tell you you're going to get the degree. It's then on you to then go apply places and say, hey, I have a degree here. Do you want to hire me? So yeah, just complete nonsense. Thumbs up the ting. Thumbs up the ting. Thumbs up the ting. It's free to do.
No one is forcing you to spend $12,000, $30,000 or more in an MLM or...
This is so stupid. No one is forcing you. No one held a gun to your head. Guess what? No one who ever got into a regrettable decision... Sorry, I shouldn't say no one ever. Very few people who do something they regret or do something that they were coerced or tricked into doing had a gun to their head or were forced to do it. No one forced somebody to do... People aren't forced to do a lot of things that they would have rather not done. You don't have to be forced. There's coercion, there's brainwashing, there's peer pressure. There's many reasons why somebody might do something that they didn't necessarily want to do, aside from being forced. Jumping to this conclusion, there's an actual term for this. Is it called begging the question? Anyways, jumping to this conclusion that, oh, well, you had the choice. Once again, they didn't have the choice if they didn't have all the information. And in MLM, it's almost a certainty they didn't have the information. And then saying, oh, well, no one forced you, is just victim blaming and shifting the responsibility. Big claims require big proof. You don't get to make big claims about your MLM and then say, oh, well, you chose to spend $12,000. Well, motherfucker, they all told me that I needed to spend this much to make this much, to get this much PV so that I can maintain my rank and make the commission and blah, 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 blah.
Or on anything in your life. And that's the biggest issue people have with MLMs is they say, well, I ended up spending $14,000 and I didn't make anything back. Number one, you should have stopped this business, this MLM business you were growing, a long time ago. It's your decision to spend $14,000. Other people don't do that. Number two, it's your lack of skill and actually knowing and trying to learn how a business actually operates.
Skill issue. How smug and condescending John Weberg is here as he himself, an unsuccessful business person, gaslights the camera. Birchified says, I can make more money buying every lottery number from 0 to 9999 for $10,000 and winning back $8K. Of course, than I can in MLM, of course. Queen of Karma says, look at the bill in Delaware and how the DSA is reacting to it. They don't like transparency. Yeah, there's a new bill that's being floated around. Let's see if I can pull this up in my email. One of my spies sent it to me. Okay, let me see here. Where the fuck is it? Here we go. Okay. Yeah, so this bill was sent to me. Can I share my screen? No, I can't share my screen. Okay, I can. DSA advocacy, May 23rd, the same day IM Academy shut their doors. Critical threat. A critical threat to direct selling is advancing in Delaware, and your immediate engagement is essential. Loser. Delaware House Bill 162, blah, blah, blah. The DSA strongly opposes the legislation because this bill would require a 48-hour mandatory waiting period before participation in an MLM program, onerous or unwarranted disclosure requirements, so telling people what the actual disclosure is, a 3-month right of recession for participants. So I'm guessing they're not contractually locked in for the first 3 months. The DSA whines and says, these provisions are unworkable and represent an existential threat to our business model. If enacted, it could set a damaging precedent, encouraging copycat legislation in other states. We must stop this bill now. This is, by the way, this email is a leak from inside the Galactic Empire. Many Bothans died to get us this information. And now here I am reporting it back to you, the Rebel Alliance. In bold, they say, DSA requests every direct selling company to act. This is one of the most serious threats our channel has faced. If this legislation passes in Delaware, it will not stop there. It takes just 1 to 2 minutes to complete and sends a strong message opposing the bill's waiting period and disclosure mandates. Please, coordinate with your compliance, legal, and government relations teams immediately. Your leadership and rapid response are crucial. I mean, and then, of course, they want you to, look, please access the Take Action Now packet items below. A customizable template letter, a 1-page summarizing key bill details and DSA's position, contact information for all relevant legislators. From John Webb, Vice President of Government Relations. This is how desperate. Oh, look what it says at the bottom. Together we can defeat this legislation. Let's act now. This is how desperate this apparatus of evil called multi-level marketing is. The fact that this this collective of companies is so desperate to control the narrative and be allowed to, and not get regulated, essentially, just shows how really weak they are. Yes, they're powerful because they have a lot of money and government connections and whatever, but look how they cower and squirm and scurry and scramble when a bill in Delaware that says people have a 48-hour waiting period before they can sign up. You have to give them honest disclosure and have transparency, and that they have a 3-month period where they can, whatever that translates to, recession, whatever they mean by that. The fact that this is an existential threat to their business model. Can you imagine if somebody taking 2 days to think about working for your company and you being honest with them about what they can expect to earn based on what other people earn would be an existential threat? Doesn't that tell you everything you need to know? That if this very meager, reasonable amount of regulation is enacted, they say that it poses an existential threat to their industry. Doesn't that just tell you everything? Wow. No fucking way.
Maria $200 to the cult. Sing.
Maria, that might be the biggest super chat I've ever seen. Maria. Wow. Honey, you're my angel. You're my darling angel. Closer than you are to me, baby. Life is one big party when you're still young, but who's gonna have your back when it's all done? Hey. What I even say to that, I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain. I will stand by you forever. You can't take my breath away. Shana Paul, some give it up, some give it up, some give it up to all girl. 5,040,000 naughty shorty. Every girl, all my girl, some give it up, some give it up. Good no man the way that time cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Oh long, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh. That's just what came to my head. Just a little medley. I'm sweating. Just a little stream mix that came to my head. I don't know. The way she moves her body like a cyclone, and she make me want to do it all night long. Going hard when they turn to... Come on now. I never fucked Wayne. I never fucked Drake. All my life, man, fuck's sake. Come on now. Thank you, Maria. Damn, you are a legend. 10 goon points to Maria. Gunshots for Maria. Yes. Maria, My lawyer thanks you. My lawyer and my assistants thank you. Burger Baron says, thank you for the super chat as well, Burger Baron. Shot for every gunshot sound and GTA wasted. Yes, so true. So yeah, anyways, it's just amazing that these MLMs are so worried about just a little bit of legislation that would cause them to be transparent. And it shows you, oh yeah, this is what I was going to say. It shows you how weak they really are. That the best thing that they can do when it comes to opposing a bill is send spam emails. Everyone, please fill out this form. It only takes a minute. And it's like some pre-generated text that says like, we strongly oppose this because we rely on multi-level marketing. Yeah. Shut up. Shut up, dude. I love it. Nothing like scammers whining. Shut up. As though all of your money isn't ill-gotten blood money anyways. Dork. Please. The direct selling channel is under existential threat. We have to defeat this threat. Please submit spam chainmail to the government. Protect us. Loser. You are a loser. Direct Selling Association. Thumbs up the thing you can thumbs up the thing you can unthumbs up later if you are embarrassed. So true. I'm reading your comments here. You are Maria. I hope that the $200 sticker at the top of the chat inspires other heroes to stand up and be a hero. The fact that Maria just dropped $200 on her own, and there's 151 people in here. Let me just see something. Let me tell you something. $5,000 divided by 151 people is only $33 per person. Now, Maria already did the work of 5 people. No, hold on. $200. Scanning 200 divided by 33. What is it? 6 people. She already did the work of 6 people. So let's remove 6 people from the 151. It's 145 people. So really, all of you only have to drop 5,000 divided by 145. All of you only have to drop. Oh no, the number went up. 5,000. This is what I need to do. I need to do 5,000 minus 200. So it's 4,800 divided by 150 people. Because of Maria, all of you only have to drop $32 to bring the emperor, aka his lawyer, $5,000. Now, why you wouldn't do that is crazy to me. That's 1 Starbucks in the morning and 1 fast food lunch or Blaze Pizza or something like that. Just do it once for me. Just do it once this month, and I won't ask you for anything for another month. I promise. And the new infiltrating a pyramid scheme, we're set. That's it. That's it. Multi-billion-dollar companies trying to sue me, take my life, destroy me, deplatform me. This is what I'm talking about, Michael K. Michael K lowering the number for y'all. Now it's only like $30 a person. Because Michael K did his part, and he had dropped one at the beginning for like $27. Come on. I'm just doing math here. I'm just doing math, okay? For someone in my position, it's harder to make the money because I'm not scamming. However, the money goes a lot farther. $10,000 to me goes a lot farther in court with my lawyer than the MLM spending $10,000 on their high-priced corporate lawyer who they're probably spending $1,000 an hour for. And he has a team of evil lawyers behind him. And they're probably spending, I don't know, MLM's probably spending hundreds of thousands to do the same amount of work that my lawyer can get done for thousands. So, come on, y'all. Come on. $3,500 in lawyer fees. I know, Marco's on his stream. He's begging. You know what? Sometimes I need the help. I have no shame in asking for help because I know what I'm doing. I believe in what I'm doing. I'm fundraising for a cause that's important. Obviously, the motherfuckers watching this shit think it's important. Or maybe they just watch because I'm so handsome and funny and charming and they I get it. But you get my point. You know? We're trying to make a change. Not everybody's going to go out there and make their own video and get their own lawsuits and whatever. So some people want to support the boy. And when they support the boy, it's not like they're going to get sued for supporting me. You know? Anyways, let me read y'all comments. Maria, thank you so much. I hope you liked the singing. Sam here, what up? Specs, bam. I knew y'all were in here. They're like sleeping dragons. Only when enough shillings are jingled around, when enough bag is dropped, do they wake up and go, okay, type in the chat. She reminded me of a bag on the stream, yes. So she caught me on the counter. It wasn't me. Even caught it in the shower. It wasn't me. She even caught it on camera. Honey came in and she caught me red-handed, creeping with Maria next door. Picture this, we were both on YouTube, watching Always Marco for sure. How could I forget that? If I made like a Kids Bop compilation of me doing covers of like just random songs, I would go from Shauna Paul to Frank Sinatra to Johnny Cash to Nicki Minaj. Your head would be spinning with the mix of genres. I hear the train a-comin', it's rollin' round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on, you know? And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, but more, much more than this, I did it my way. Who's that? Who's that?
Marco.
So true. I don't know if there will be a public hearing to like counter this bill from the people of where was it, Wisconsin? I don't even know. Wisconsin forever. $32 a month to Marco is still making more money than being in an MLM. So fucking true. Bands that make her dance. Me, yeah, so true. Didn't expect Folsom Prison Blues. Always. That's why you can't miss a stream. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what I'm going to sing. Reminder that the Patreon is on sale for less than $1 a month if you buy for the entire year. They're not ready for that type of red pill, Walt Turner. They're not ready for that type of earth-shattering deal. Steal of a deal. They think it's too good to be true. It's like 88 cents. Bag Sinatra. Marco, where did you get that shirt from? Oh, this one right here? You're talking about this one with the cool anti-pyramid logo? Well, thank you for asking, Legend Gaming. It's actually coincidentally from alwaysmarcomerch.com, the link for which just appeared in the chat. And if you use the code GOONS, you actually get 10% off. So, is your man on the floor? If he ain't, let me know, and we'll see if you can run it, girl. Indeed, I can run it. Ooh. Keep playing with me, see what happens. You are my fire, my one desire. Believe when I say I want it that way. And then that's when you in the chat. You know. I once joined an MLM for $88 per month. You can get Marco's new vids early for 88 cents per month. They're not ready to hear it. They're seriously not ready to hear it. I've been looking for a new notebooks where things I need to write down. Anyone know where I can get one? So crazy you should ask, Grace, because I stumbled across this little website here. And they have here a journal. Write this down. There's multiple colors: blue, turquoise, blue, lime, white. Holy shit. Could it be? Is it possible that there's something that exists with almost exactly with lined pages, exactly what you described, and that it's only $30, and I can actually get 10% off using the code Goons? And what? Holy shit. No way.
Starla Marie just dropped a bag 32 Canadian dollars.
This is crazy. This is crazy. Starla Marie. Bro, people actually doing their part at this point. Hold on a second. Let me add this up. 262 plus the Michael K dono from the beginning. Let's just call it $300 that we've earned. 5,000 minus 300 is $4,700 that we still need to get. Divided by 136 is $34. Okay, we'll get there. I'll still keep it at 32. I'll keep it at 30 because there's less people watching now, but they'll come up and it'll go down and it'll go. All right.
That cost you not being able to generate any returns from said business. It's not the business's fault, it's your fault. Because other people spend $14,000 and make $100,000, or make $20,000, or make $14,000 back, or make $7,000 back. So my main issue with people not liking or hating or absolutely despising MLMs or multi-level marketing or network marketing.
Lily, the rest
Canadian dollars and 48 cents. The rest to get me to $32 for the stream. Lol. Sing my way when you win. Dude, it's so appropriate.
Thank you so much. You are a legend, the Lily of the Valley. Grace throws the lob and the crowd goes... Marco dunks it and the crowd goes wild. So funny. Peter Scott will make up with Marco in 2026. I'm calling it. Me too. Sabrina got the write this down journal the other day. I love that. Marco, how do I schedule a one-on-one call with you? No. You don't... You're not, you couldn't be serious. This is just such a crazy coincidence. There's no way that all of these people just so happened today to want to get this cool shirt, to want to get the cool notebook, and also want to book a one-on-one call with me, because it just so happens that on my website, alwaysmarcomerch.com, you can get a one-on-one call with me. I don't think the discount code applies to this one because, you know, your boys' time is way more valuable. But, yeah, wow. It's really crazy what can happen. Did you say 10% off? Too bad there are no tiers available on Patreon that give huge additional perks. Doing like a massive a stream turning into just like one big massive infomercial to advertise it to the people who are already like the core fan base who already follow me and support me, you know? It's not even like a main channel feed video to like the wider audience. It's just like to the people that watch the stream. It's so fucking hilarious. But there are multiple tiers on Patreon that give huge additional perks, which is so true. And don't forget, yeah, Thick Nectar says, don't forget the 30% YouTube fee for the super chat. Yeah, that's the thing, is that as beautiful as it is that Maria donated $200, if she had done it on super chat, I would have actually collected more of the money, because YouTube super chat takes 30%, whereas Streamlabs, the link that just appeared in the chat, Streamlabs doesn't. My Romeo, thank you so much. Appreciate you, my Romeo. I'm gonna look into. I saw you emailed me. I'm gonna look into the whether or not I actually did block you on Instagram, and if so, why. But you know, if you've been blocked on Instagram, you can buy your way out of it. Absolutely, absolutely. Did you Marco is your friend and family? Did you put Marco as your friend and family when donating on PayPal, says Walt Turner? Great question. Legend Gaming, thank you for the $99 poop super chat. Thank you. Is Patrick Bet-David getting what's coming to him? We need more updates on him. Yeah, I think so. I mean, ever since I put out my video on him just over a year ago, first Hassan, the Twitch streamer, did a reaction to that video. Then the YouTube channel King of Nothing did a YouTube, like a long video essay about it, which is good. And then another channel like 2 days ago posted a video. They have like 100,000 subscribers. Posted a video again exposing Patrick for his MLM scheme. I was the first one who really did a full deep dive into the... Actually, I wasn't the first. CoffeeZilla did one, but it wasn't like a deep dive. He did a whole debate with him and whatever. Jeez Louise. I love the energy of everybody doing super chat, but we got to do the Streamlabs. I mean, if you're going to donate anyways, you might as well use the way that doesn't take 30% of your money, you know? Thank you, Just Seen It. You are a legend. You are a fucking legend, just seen it. I put Marco as a dependent on my taxes, says Michael K. So true. See, this is how unserious we can be and how much fun we can have while also actually defeating the forces of evil. This is huge. And the Apple feed, don't donate with Apple Pay if anyone is donating. So true. Legend Gaming again. You are Legends teasing it. Legends building up to a big one. I can feel it. This is like you add the onion powder, the garlic powder, and then boom, you put the ground beef. That's what he's doing. Macia, hope I'm saying it right, says, I don't need a notebook, shirt, or to talk to you. The only thing I need right now is a new coffee cup. What are the odds? What are the odds that on alwaysmarcomerch.com there's this cool anti-pyramid mug with the same logo, and this is a big boy too. This is going to hold a lot of liquid. Look at that, 11 ounces. 11-ounce mug dimensions, 15-ounce mug dimensions. Which one is this? Is this the 11-ounce or the 15-ounce? I don't even know. I copy-pasted the description from Printful. I don't even fucking know. It's a big one, though. I think it's the 15-ounce. It has the same logo as what Always Marco has on his shirt. You are true. Imagine sipping goon juice out of the Always Marco mug while you wear the Always Marco shirt, while you watch the Always Marco stream, and you sit there and you watch the Always Marco stream with the pen and the notebook, and you go, oh, okay. And you're writing notes because you're learning so much. And you write this down, write this down, write this down. And then take a sip. It's so perfect. It's talk about synergy. Talk about vertically integrated. Talk about running it up the flagpole, you know? Marco, can you drop the Patreon link? I would love nothing more than to press this button on my stream deck that drops the Patreon link into the chat automatically. Legend says, I don't have a Patreon, but is there some way I could be a member, but I only use YouTube? Absolutely. If you press the dollar bill logo in the corner of the chat, you should be able to join as a member and even gift memberships to other deserving cult members. Make a travel vlog. I have a bunch of travel vlog footage from the past year that I've been sitting on. I just haven't had time to put it together. Walt Turner says, I already have the anti-MLM shirt in black. I just wish there was more colors. What if I told you? What if I told you that we have it in gray, black, which is what I'm wearing now, navy blue, and a lighter blue. And there's so many sizes. It goes all the way from extra small to 2XL. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like I'm reading your minds, you know. I don't want an anti-pyramid mug. I want one that says Goon. There was a Goon Juice mug, but it's not available right now. Burger, doesn't Marco have a mug to sell you? Top-notch service. So true. Taking us 2 hours to get through a 10-minute video.
It's simply the fact that I don't think they really believe in free will and that you're able to and should be able to spend your money however you wish. And you are responsible for that money and what happens to it. Other than when a company is misleading and lying. That then is the problem with the company.
Which is every MLM.
However, if the company is not being misleading or not lying to you, and you decide to spend $20,000 or $5,000 or $500 with any business or any company, that's your own free will. And you are responsible for the circumstances and the repercussions of that investment. Now, there's also, thirdly, another debate or another reason why people don't like MLMs is they think or they believe that you can't make more money than your upline, or it's impossible to make more money than someone above you.
I've actually never heard, in all of my years doing this, I've actually never heard anyone raise that as an issue and say that, oh, I don't like MLMs because you can't make more than the person above you. I've actually never once heard that as a complaint. I think people understand that you can make more than the person above you if you just deceive more people than they did.
And that is literally mathematically not true. Now, let me be clear. The structure of an MLM and how the MLM affiliate structure and commission structure does pay out, it does, in general, statistically, more so benefit the people who are in the MLM sooner. However, that does not guarantee you make more money. There are people who join MLMs at the very top or near the top and who make nothing. There are people who join the bottom and make tons. There are people who join in the middle and make tons or nothing. The level or where you're at MLM does not dictate your earning potential. Your ability to bring in leads and turn those leads into customers, just like with any other business, decides your total earning potential. So yes, if you're in the bottom or the top or the middle or anywhere in an MLM hierarchy, you may call it, you have the same potential, you have the same ability to produce the same money or more money or less money than anyone else in the entire MLM, including the founders of the MLM itself. So my friend,
that last bit was absolutely objectively not true.
This has been the truth about multi-level marketing and MLMs, that all influencers and...
This has been more misinformation by another person who has totally drank the Kool-Aid and has been duped by these companies again and again and again over the last 10 years and is completely lost in the sauce.
People who talk about them seem to ignore the truth about. They highlight only the bad.
Watson dropped a bag 10 Canadian dollars pawn super chat. I often wonder if people in MLMs really believe all the shit they say, or if they're just comfortable bullshitting their own friends.
It's a great question. I think at a certain level, thank you, by the way, Watson, if you get to a certain level in the MLM, of course, you have to, the numbers, you'll have gone through so many people that the numbers will be undeniable to you. And at that point, you know what's going on, and you just have, you either have to be okay with just lying to people en masse, knowing they're not going to make anything, or you've subscribed, you've been so thoroughly brainwashed and subscribed to these like victim blaming tactics and whatever that you just are, you find some way to justify it or explain it away.
Bad things, but they don't highlight that an MLM is simply a business that offers and pays out on multiple levels to people who are affiliates. Now, misleading claims and false claims and guarantees in most MLMs, that's bad. You shouldn't do that. But if you're an MLM or know of an MLM or are interested in joining an MLM, it isn't based around just bringing in more people to bring in more people, like an actual pyramid scheme. If it doesn't do that, and they have actual good product and services they focus on, and they happen to just pay out 50% commissions on the first level, and then 10% on the second level, and 5% on the third level, there's nothing wrong with that. So when
Nonsense.
thinking about joining an MLM, or becoming a college student, or starting a new job, or doing anything in life, it's up to you to decide and weigh the risks that you're going to take, and think about the decisions you're making.
Doesn't address the endless chain. Doesn't address the fact that you can be a pyramid scheme even if you have products. It doesn't matter. Amazing. Amazing bit of misinformation. The balls on this guy to release a video that has 30 views in a year to his 20 followers on Rumble. The balls on this guy.
And to think about the possible rewards of anything you do in your life. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in another video very soon.
Jesus Christ. The
And to think
smug
about
smile,
the
you
decisions
know.
you're making, and to think about the possible rewards of anything you do in your life. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Take care, my friend. They will probably never...
Anyways, I couldn't freeze frame it on the right moment. There was another one he did here. What is network marketing and how it actually works? I can't wait for this. I actually want you guys to watch this one. This one was special. Revealing the truth. I love this guy. I love this guy. Okay, hold on. Let me read some comments here. Thank you, Walter. Thank you, Watson. Okay, let's see. Y'all making me do a whole infomercial. Macia, I hope I'm saying it right, has taken advantage of the deal and signed up for the year on Patreon in advance for less than $1 a month. For $10.20 for the whole year, Macia is on Patreon. And you're not? What's going on here? Thank you, Macia. Sam here says, just ordered a cult member shirt in the burnt orange. Can't wait to wear it places and get strange looks. I love it. I love it here. Thank you, Sam here. You are my Sam here. Hold up. Is bread going up right now? Bread is going crazy. Hold on. Where the fuck is the... Why did I not get the notification of new orders being made on the Shopify app? The Shopify app literally gives you like a new, like a ching sound effect when someone makes an order. It's arguably my favorite sound in the world. Where's the orders? Where's the new orders? Sam here. There it is. Sam here. It's true. He did order the cult member shirt in orange. And didn't even use the discount code? And got free shipping? No fucking way. What a legend. Not to be confused with Legend Gaming. Hold on a second. This can't be true. This can't be true. Tiffany Jinx says, dropped a little bag on PP, which I'm guessing means PayPal. Hold on. Do you use a different name on PayPal? Tiffany Jinx? Because if this is you, if this is who I think it is, then let me say big up and thank you to the very generous, I don't know if you want me to say how much. It wasn't as much as Maria, but a very generous PayPal donation. Thank you so much, Tiffany Jinx, if that was you. You are an absolute legend. Thank you so much. Bro, these lawsuits stand no chance when the cult joins forces. Imagine this wasn't just a live stream with 150 of us hanging out. Imagine this was an actual video that I published to all my 111,000 subscribers, and I was like, look, everybody, I need $5. Shit! We're talking racks on racks on racks. But, you know, I don't want to do that because I feel like the core members of the cult are strong enough to defeat these attacks on our own without having to, like, you know, tap on the tree of the goodwill of my audience at large. But I will do it if it gets to that point. Absolutely. I'm resisting doing it, you know. Are you ever going to read aloud, going to a read out loud video MLM series misery stories from viewers like YouTubers do, like Danger Dolan? I don't know who Danger Dolan is, but I have something in the works that is what I think you're talking about, where it's like a horror stories video where people have written in just through comments. Honestly, I have a bunch of Amway horror stories that I would love to make a video about. Wow, such a big selection. I forgot the point of the stream. We all just awaiting the infiltration. Yes, I know. It's almost done. They have said you can out-earn your upline, and we have responded, no, you cannot. Legend says, I'm always on the bottom, so true. That's such a bold-faced lie many of these fools say. Queen of Karma says, you can't because if you recruit to move up, then the upline also moves up as her team does. So true. Marco making MLMers leave the cult and turning them into his goons. So true. At least he speaks like he knows what he's talking about.
Van donated 10 Canadian dollars for the lawyer's lunch.
Bro, for the... Bam. My lawyer be eating steak and lobster for lunch, Bam. What are you talking about? My lawyer uses gold cutlery only, and it can never have been used before. It has to have been smelted fresh from gold by a real old world Japanese metalworks, you know, blacksmith. And then he uses it once for the meal and then throws it away. He'll never use the same cutlery twice. That's how powerful my lawyer is. No, thank you, Bam. I appreciate that. My lawyer thanks you. Everyone, my lawyer thanks you for these bags. Mythic says, at least he speaks like he knows what he's talking about. We need to debate guys like this. They all speak like they know what they're talking about. What do you mean? And Beware the Lily says, nah, he's spewing the same crap they all do. He doesn't sound more intelligent than Ray. I agree. He didn't say which MLM he was in, Grace. An MLM, not a pyramid scheme. Guys, we never thought about it like that before. So true. You guys don't want to be successful? You don't want to help your friends and family? At least he compared you to CoffeeZilla. That's cool. Yes, in the new video that we're about to watch, he does draw a triangle. This one came out much more recently, 2 months ago. The other one was a year ago. My commission for pitching the Patreon is more than 99.9% of people make in MLM, which is nothing. M. McLaughlin with the $5 Streamlabs. That is how we defeat the empire. You know? Many Bothans. Dude, honestly, of course $5,000 is a ridiculous stream goal. I've never made that much on a stream. But we might make 1,000 if we all come together. Liz Sahu says, donation from one lawyer to your lawyer. Are you a lawyer? Are you a lawyer? Thank you so much, Liz. Dude, this is amazing. This is amazing. Liz Sahu. I think that's a first time super chat. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. So, hold on a second. Mike, blah, blah, blah. Rhymes with Maria. Masia. Okay. I see ya. You see what I did? Snoopy Doo says, I sent one on PayPal too. Yeah, fuck. You know what? Bam, here's $5 for the lube. Thank you, Bam. Bam, you are a legend. Listen, that's a great fucking point. You don't want YouTube taking 30% of the super chat? Use Streamlabs. You don't even want to bother with Streamlabs? You want it to go straight 100% into my pocket? Oh, shit. PayPal. AlwaysMarcoMerch.com. I mean, what was my email? AlwaysMarcoMGMT@gmail.com. That's the PayPal? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. And the assassins watching the stream would never be able to access my email to know exactly how much people are donating so that they're always on the back foot and they never know exactly how much I'm equipped with to fight them. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That might be an idea. Oh, shit. You might be onto something. Who is this? Okay, hold on. These are both PayPal. Okay. You guys are fucking amazing. The best cult in the world. Such a great cult. I've watched so many of these. It's the worst rabbit hole. Big up. Signing yourself up to watch these honest takes on MLM from failed participants is brutal. That's the difference with the live streams. You won't see that kind of revenue through videos. So true. So true. Unless the video goes stupid, super crazy, like I hope the new Infiltrating a Pyramid scheme will, with 1 million views. A poor lawyer, I see. Benjamin, don't leave. Messia. Another one? I mean, okay, let's run it. Let's run it. Let's run it. Watson, let's run it up.
Watson dropped a bag 20 Canadian dollars pawn
What do you gotta
super
say?
chat. I'll share a funny convo I had at WFGW, my self-proclaimed
Let me read this out loud.
mentor.
I'll share a funny
A
convo I
friend
had at
asked me what I
WFG
do
myself.
with this new job,
Whoops.
and I told them I sell insurance.
Why can't I skip it?
My
There we go. Watson, I'll share a funny convo I had at WFG with my self-proclaimed mentor. A friend asked me what I do at this new job, and I told them I sell insurance. My mentor corrected me. We don't sell insurance. We change lives. So nutty. Okay, so this goal right here is connected to Streamlabs. Okay? But if you donate through PayPal or Super Chat, it doesn't register. So I would anticipate we've got probably, I don't know, $300 just from Super Chat as well. What's the math if I remove 30% from that? Let's just call it 300. Okay, let's say $300 from there. Some people donated through PayPal. So perhaps that's, I don't know. Should I update it or should I just leave it? Should I change it to be more accurate to what it actually is or should I just leave it? I think we should just leave it and just trust that everyone is going to do their part because we're making a dent. We're absolutely making a dent. Let's double it. Let's double it. Let's just double it. Let's just double it. Let's just double it. Let's just double it. Why not? When I sat in Hartage's office with him all those years ago, in 2019, and I sat in this office, I never would have thought that we'd be here now today. And now look at us. Now look at us. Fighting the forces of evil like a true hero, like my Uncle Ben taught me. When my parents were murdered in front of me in Crime Alley by Joe Chill or Jack Napier, depending on which continuity you subscribe to, I said, I'm never going to allow this to happen to anyone else ever again. And then I trained my mind and my body and I used my billions to become Batman. And now here we are. So, you know, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, let's go over here. Let's watch John explain network marketing. This time he has a tiger poster on the wall. So that's how you know. Already has a pyramid drawn on the board. All good. John Reardon, welcome to Executive Team Leader. Ranking up. We love to see it.
Every single business and job in the world functions off of this pyramid-like structure. What should you know about this crazy phenomenon? Well, after being in network marketing, affiliate marketing, sales, and digital marketing for well over 12 years, I'm going to explain exactly what this actually is and how network marketing works, because unbeknownst to you, most likely, you are in a pyramid yourself.
Ah, what a great moment for it to lag on.
Yes.
Why is it lagging? What the fuck? Amway hacking the stream? We're being Amway DDoS attacked right now.
While you shouldn't be scared, you do have to realize that every structure on the planet follows this hierarchical structure. Let me explain. If you take a look
Erases one pyramid. Erases the pyramid on the board written in black to draw another pyramid in red. Let's go.
At any business, for example, there is the CEO. There is the manager.
John Weberg, there is no fucking way that you're publishing this video 2 months ago, drawing the same false equivalence that I have debunked 1,000 times, where you conflate a hierarchical structure or a chain of command with a pyramid scheme based on the fact that you could draw both of them on paper as a pyramid. That does not make one a pyramid scheme. This is, as I will explain in the new Infiltrating a Pyramid Scheme video, because they try to do this as well, this is something that I call Schrodinger's pyramid scheme. This is my own, I've coined this term. Schrodinger's pyramid scheme is a two-pronged argument by people in MLMs to argue that they're not a pyramid scheme. The first prong looks like this. Everything is a pyramid. Everything is multi-level. Your family, McDonald's, you have your grandma and your grandpa, your mom, your dad, you, your brother, your sister, then there's your kids, your nieces and nephews. That's a pyramid too. You're in a pyramid. You need a pyramid. If the pyramid doesn't keep growing, your family will cease to exist. You need to keep having more children. That's a real pyramid. Or, of course, what John Weberg is drawing here, where he says, oh, yeah, you have the CEO, then the manager, then the assistant manager. That's a pyramid, too. Of course, none of these things are a pyramid scheme because you're not earning money or rewards for recruiting more people who pay to join it. That would be a pyramid scheme. This example that John here is drawing, where it's like a normal corporation, maybe he'll say Walmart, McDonald's, whatever. You know what every single person who works at Walmart has in common? They all get paid. They all get paid for their time. There's not one person in the entire Walmart ecosystem of employees who goes to Walmart, punches the clock, and doesn't get paid. Not one. 100% of people at Walmart who work at Walmart get paid. The money flows downward. The money flows from the company who takes in money that the customers give to them for product purchases, and they distribute that money to pay their employees. And of course, they have to pay for their overhead, their operating costs, the maintenance, the janitors, the employee wages and salaries, the rent or whatever it is for the actual Walmart supercenter, and then whatever they have left over, that's their profit. Unlike an MLM, where everyone who works there is paying into it. So that's the first prong. The second prong of Schrodinger's pyramid scheme is when they say there's no way we're a pyramid scheme because those are illegal. This is nonsense because it implies that just because someone hasn't been discovered to have done a crime means they couldn't have possibly done it. Imagine someone who committed a murder 30 years ago before they had the DNA testing technology to be able to tie that person to the crime scene. Now, fast forward 30 years later, and they have the DNA to connect them. They have all the evidence, and they say, we know you were there, we know you knew the victim, we know you had a tumultuous relationship, and now we have the DNA evidence that puts your blood on the knife, blah, 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 blah. And imagine their response to this is, there's no way I committed that murder. Murder is illegal. Just because someone hasn't been... Do you think when someone commits a crime, they magically teleport to jail? Like there was some omniscient... police officer god watching them, that as soon as they committed a crime, they automatically teleported into jail? Some people, hey, I know this is going to be a shock to a lot of you. If you have children watching, brace yourself. Sometimes people get away with crimes. Bernie Madoff was able to get away with his Ponzi scheme for what, 30-some years? Does that mean he didn't do it? There's even a video of Bernie Madoff from the year before he was found out where he says, in today's regulatory environment, it's virtually impossible to break the rules, something like that. Meanwhile, he was running a Ponzi scheme while he was saying that. So this is Schrodinger's pyramid scheme. It's where people argue at the same time that they are and are not a pyramid scheme using two different false comparisons depending on their mood. The first prong is, yeah, we are a pyramid. Everything's a pyramid. And the second prong is, no, we're not a pyramid because those are illegal. So which is it? Are you a pyramid and that's okay because everything is a pyramid? Or are you not a pyramid because those are illegal? Both of them on their own are nonsense. And when you compare them, you realize they actually negate each other. So this is what John is going for here. He's going for the first prong. Let's see what y'all are saying. He's the CEO of a vid called Profitalize. Stupid name. Change it. There's no CEO, no manager when I buy a soda. How do I donate during a live stream? John, you can use PayPal. You can use Streamlabs link, which is in the chat, wow, I'm a fucking idiot. How did I not pin the Streamlabs link in the chat as the pinned comment? Normally I do that, and I didn't do that this time. And yet the goons have still been holding it down, which I really freaking appreciate. So let's pin that. You can use that. You can use Super Chat, which is the dollar bill logo in the corner. You can also thumbs up the ting, which is free. And I noticed that of 150 people watching, only 98 have clicked like, which is a pure betrayal, but it's okay. It's okay. If everything is a pyramid, why are these folks so scared of triangles? Great question. What up, Tala? Longtime fan. Congrats. I started watching you back when you lived with a roommate. So true. You shaved your eyebrows and head. So true. Can't forget that. Remember the OG merch drop, the simple pyramid. Thank you, Tala. Appreciate you. You're a legend. Okay, let's see.
There's a few of those. There's one CEO, 3 managers. There's a sales team. There's probably like 8 or 10 of those people. And then there's people at the checkout counter, and there's like 20 of them.
Oh yeah, I said if we got the goal, I would go shirtless. Can we see? Oh shit. Gains are coming in. We've got some work to do. We've got some work to do. Body fat percentage staying the same. You see the stretch marks coming in. You see the lats coming in. Where is it? Stretch mark there. I should have got pumped. Let me go do some push-ups and get the veins really popping in my fucking arms, you know? It's been a while. It's been a while since we had a shirtless always Marco on stream, but hey, we got to do it. If this is what I got to do to raise money so that I can continue doing the work that saves thousands of people's lives from pyramid schemes, then I will. Get this out of the way. Get this out of... What? I'll give you this. Fuck. Lats are actually coming in crazy. Need to fix my tan as well. I got the t-shirt tan. All right. Let's go.
Wait a second. Well, maybe there's other examples of this that don't make sense. Because right now it kind of seems like jobs are almost like a pyramid scheme. So exactly how does network marketing actually work? Well, it's actually really simple. There's 2 different ways in network marketing.
Update stream goal, if you insist. Here we go. Tip goal. Okay, let's say that we're at... I'm just going to be generous, and let's say we're at 400. Lawyer. Let's say that we're at 400, and we need to get to 1,000. That means we're almost done, babies. Maria dropped 200. I know they take 30% of that, so what is that? They took $60, so it's actually 140. But okay, let's just call it 400. Let's just say we're at 400 out of 1,000. We're almost there. 150 people watching. Hold on a second. Did I just lower the price? Okay, we need $600. This is so simple. And there's 150 people watching. This means everybody only needs to drop. You're not even going to believe me when I tell you this. Everyone only needs to drop $4. Everyone needs to drop $4, which is less than a Starbucks, even a small size. But let's say that, okay, let's say 10 people have done their part.
John Reardon tithed 20 yen, to the cult. Thank you, Marco, for your help, moral courage, and resilience. Screw IM Academy. Alex Morden can go to hell.
Bro, what the fuck? Dude, how much money is that? 20,000 yen? Am I rich?
Thanks, Marco. It's all about residual income.
Hype shit. $200?
What you are about
Yo.
to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They
Yo,
are actual
hold up.
litigants with a case pending.
I'm updating the goal.
Both parties
I'm updating the
have
fucking
to drop
goal.
their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Mark.
I'm updating it.
In our forum,
I'm changing it.
the Goon Court.
I'm updating the goal. Okay. I'm updating the goal. Minus YouTube's cut, but let's just pretend YouTube's cut isn't there for a second. $600. John Reardon, you are a legend. Maria, you are a legend. See, Maria, you did inspire the cult. Okay, there's 160 people watching now. But let's say 10 people have done their part, so I'll keep it at 150. We need $400 left. And we have 150 people. You're not going to believe me when I tell you this. You're not going to believe me when I tell you this. For us to reach a $1,000 goal, everybody needs to drop. Everybody who hasn't donated yet, mind you. Okay? Everyone who's donated, you've done your part. Everyone who hasn't donated yet needs to drop. Anyone want to take a guess on the math? $2.66. Okay, take 6 cents off now because of Anna Marie's $10 super chat just now. Thank you, Anna Marie. You are a legend. Thank you so much. This...
Johnny donated 10 Canadian dollars.
Y'all don't listen to me. Y'all do not hear me right now. Okay, 380. Do the math. 380. We need 380 to get to 1,000. 380 divided by 150 people. $2.53. Y'all quit playing with me. Quit playing. Everybody just get it over with. Matter of fact, just get it over with. Get it over with. I got videos to react to. I'm trying to make this content. You know, Scott and Peter watching this, their fists clenching. I got Bam just took care of 5 people.
Bam donated 13 Canadian dollars. I got
Bam
5
is like Oscar
UPPL.
Schindler at the end of Schindler's List, where he's like, this car, 10 people, this ring, 5 people. Kendra K. Kendra K, Bam, Anna Marie, this is Schindler's List. This not to be reproduced. There. Can't make this shit up. 10, 20, okay. John Reardon, you are a legend. Thank you so much, man. And yes, I agree. Screw I Am Academy. Alex Morton can go to hell. I agree, and I hope he does. Well, no, I know he will, but he needs to go to jail. Hell isn't enough for Alex Morton in his post-life. He needs to be in jail during his actual living life. Do a song or dance next time. I could do that. Yeah. Benjamin says, in other words, after all, everything's a little scammy. Yeah, trying to... With regards to John Reardon. No, not John Reardon, sorry. John Weberg. Spartan says, I remember the no cross-lining when I was in Amway. Like it was illegal to make friends and network with others. So funny. Hide your wives. We got Marco reacting to Marco exposed before GTA 6. Sing Maria, count me in for the next goal. I don't even know what that song is. Regardless, it's more than a bag. So true. Oh, did y'all hear that sound effect?
Fib1 Sherry DIDDDDDD. 50 Canadian dollars.
I'm overstimulated right now.
I took a full load. I gotta get the bag.
Marco. Bingo. Marco.
I'm overstimulated. I'm overstimulated. Smart, Burger Baron. Smart. The cut is still over 266. Bro, are y'all seeing 5-1 Sherry? Y'all know when 5-1 Sherry rolls up to the chat, we roll out the red carpet. Because 5-1 Sherry doesn't fucking play with y'all. 5-1 Sherry, thank you. The big, hold on, the big bag. The big 5-1 Sherry bag. Dude. I'm being pulled in too many directions. I hear this, I hear the Shopify cha-ching. At the same time, I hear the 5-1 Cherry, Don't know. It's going too crazy. It's going too crazy right now. 5-1 Sherry. Burger Baron, thank you. Okay, I'm opening the chat on my computer because it's too much to keep track with just on the phone. 5-1 Sherry, hold on. Where is it? 5-1 Sherry, you are a legend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, 5-1 Sherry. You've been holding the cult on your shoulders every time you show up. And you do show up. Thank you, 5-1 Sherry. Bam got 5 people. Johnny got people. Quit playing with me. Quit fucking playing with me. 5-1 Sherry, you are a legend. Now I gotta do the mental math to factor the super chats into the. I think it is probably accurate still. If you factor the super chats into the Streamlabs goal, because the Streamlabs, of course, because the super chat they take 30%, so give or take. Okay. Bag Wars is crazy, yes. And who purchased two? Hold on, 2 orders. I think one of these is Sam here. Yes, that's Sam here. Thank you, Sam here. Who else ordered? Walt Turner. Ooh, what did you buy? You dirty bad boy. Ooh, the anti-pyramid tee with the in the royal blue, and you use the code Goons for a discount. Yeah! Yeah! I love it. I'm sweating. I'm sweating right now. You're dying for it. You're dying for it. I need some Marco merch, TBH, says Kendra. Yeah, Kendra, you got to be ready if there's ever a GoonCon meetup. If there's ever a Goon meetup, you need to wear your merch, of course. Suck Beer, what up? Suck Beer, hold on. Suck Beer, let me give you an update since you're just joining as to where we are at right now. We're at 1,000 minus vibes with Benz. Thank you. Look into David and Sharon Coley, ex-Air Force officers. They have a huge influence. Amway URA Association. Thank you, Vibes with Benz. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you, thank you. Oh, God. Oh, make it stop. 10 new members to the cult? How much is that? Like $50? How much is it to buy 10 members? 5-1 Cherry, tell me. Suck Beer, let me just tell you where we're at. It's hard to even... I'm doing mental math with the calculator. Okay, let's call it 700, because that's worth something. Okay, we need 300. 300 people divided by 150. That's easy. $2. Basically, where we're at, Suck Beer Sing, is everybody needs to drop $2. Everyone who hasn't donated yet needs to drop $2, and we will complete this goal, and my lawyer will be happy. That's what needs to happen right now. Okay, the Replay Goons will have FOMO, for real. Replay Goons, if you donate on this stream, or you join the Patreon, you can still get your name into the end credits of the new Infiltrating a Pyramid Scheme video if you join at the, I think it's the $10 tier and above. If you are watching this on the replay, you can still make it into the video. If you are watching this on the replay, you can still donate, and on the next stream, I will shout you out. As a matter of fact, let me shout out some of the people who donated after I was off the last stream, which was on May 18th. On May 19th, Anonymous donated and said, "Since your Uncle Ben raised you right, thank you." Lee donated. Jen donated. Okay, and now we're back. Now we're back to today. No name number 2 donated, said, "You're doing the Lord's work." Thank you, no name number 2. And now we are here May 25th. Okay, great. We did it. 5-1 Sherry, you are a freaking legend. Need to close the YouTube link because I'm lagging. Okay, I've confirmed it. It's YouTube. It's the YouTube tab that makes the stream lag. Okay. Been a minute since I caught a live. Unacceptable, Suck Beer, but we'll allow it. Walt Turner says, "When I got the black shirt, I forgot to use the code." Oh, damn. I wish there was something I could do about that, but there's literally nothing I can do. Suck Beer got a membership. Sam here. Oh, look at these names. Sam here. Damian Jackson. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for... This is my ticket for infiltrating video. I got you. I got you, Bam. Thank you so much. Bam, dropping the hella bags tonight. Bam, making it rain on me like a dirty gal. Is it because I got this fresh haircut? Is it because I took off the shirt? Huh? Is it because I'm just... Is it because I'm the last real superhero on the planet Earth? Is that why? What did I do to deserve this generosity from these amazing cult members? These amazing goons. Walt Turner. Marco top 1% after tonight for sure. Zen, Vinny Lee, Sabrina Rivera, Enki, Alexis B. Ken, Reigning Woman, hashtag don't ruin my Zen, change the name. Nina F, all got memberships. Congratulations, guys. Thank you. We got some oil barons in the chat today. No Diddy. $50 says 51 Sherry. Damn. So everybody put some respect on 51 Sherry's name because she donated 50 through the Streamlabs. Then she gifted 10 memberships, which is cost 50. Fucking playing with me. You know, Sherry is the president of WFG. So true. Link to the Patreon if you. Oh, is that Elizabeth joining the Patreon for $7.50? Somehow, is that per month? Oh shit! Oh shit! You're a legend. You are. You can also join as a YouTube member for the appropriate tier, for the $10 and above tier, and I'll include your name in the end credits as well. You're not Batman. You're Badman. So true. When Marvel has rebooted Batman another 5 times, maybe they will be ready to consider you, Marco. Right? This is crazy. This is fucking crazy, blood. Innit? John Reardon, you are a legend. Maria, you are a fucking legend. 51 Sherry, you are a legend. It's absolutely crazy. Somebody got to trigger that Nicki Minaj only to bring it home. LG, yes. This should be enough.
LG donated 13 Canadian dollars and 74 cents. This should be enough for 1 second of your lawyer.
Let me think about that. Thank you, legend. 1 second. I actually want to calculate how much is 1 second of my lawyer's time divided by 60 seconds. 13 cents. So that's crazy. So fucking expensive for no reason. But appreciate you guys. Okay, here we go.
Business that products and services are sold, because all a network marketing business is a business that sells products either direct to a consumer or through an affiliate marketer or referral marketer who then sells through to a consumer. So you have the business right here that sells its products.
I like how he says A, but then writes a letter B.
Or services, one of these two options.
BPS. Bullpiss shit.
Through a distributor or affiliate or network marketer or directly to the consumer itself. The person who is deciding to be an affiliate or distributor earns a % commission from the sale and still sells a product to the consumer.
Drawing another pyramid. Third pyramid he's drawn.
This is basically how every affiliate marketing business as well runs. So technically, let's just be honest, network marketing itself is not a scam. It is not a pyramid scheme. However, there are examples of scams and pyramid schemes within network marketing, within affiliate marketing, within every business model in the world. I mean, if you become a distributor for Walmart, you get like a 3% commission. The same for Amazon, you get in some cases like a 1% commission. If that's not a scam, I don't know what is.
What the fuck are you talking about? How is it a scam? You could say it's a ripoff if what you're referring to as a scam is you think that people aren't getting enough commission. Like you think 3% is too low. That doesn't make it a scam. I always subscribe to the belief that, you know, scam can mean different things to different people. For me, a scam is when one person doesn't hold up their end of the bargain. If you tell me I'm going to pay $10 and I'm going to receive this, and I pay you the $10 and I don't receive this, that was a scam. If you tell me this is $1,000, maybe I don't want to buy it because I think it's too expensive. I might say that's a ripoff, but it's not a scam. You're telling me the price, and I'm making an informed choice whether I want to buy it or not. John Weberg, you're so lost.
Most employees at most jobs get 0% of the earnings from the entire company.
But they get paid. And you know what the upside of that is, John, is that even though you're not profit sharing as an employee of a big company, you know what you do have? Security. No matter how that company's stock is doing, they have a duty to pay their employees. So you actually don't have to worry about how the company is doing overall, profit margins, etc. You're just clocking in, clocking out, and you're getting paid 100% of the time.
Get paid an hourly wage, that's it. Which brings network marketing to be simply a different type of way to operate your business through multiple levels of earnings, which is how every single business and job and government operates throughout the entire world. It only becomes a big old scam if A, you force customers to buy product and services in a way that is unethical. 2, if the purpose of the business is to just bring in more distributors. If distributors are just selling to bring in more distributors, that is what an actual pyramid scheme is. However, if you are bringing people in who are buying products or services of some kind, then it is.
Also, I missed Walter Turner saying when Marvel has rebooted Batman. You mean DC, right? Patreon has videos. I upload the videos early to Patreon. 150 people on the stream just to watch Marco get bombarded by cash. LOL. The MLM's showing this in court being like, you make a lot of money, don't you? I'm like, yeah, this is not regular. This is not typical. Results are not typical. Peace and love, John Reardon. Thank you, man. This guy looks like the evil brother to the YouTuber Scott Kramer, who is very sweet and wholesome. Oh, I'm not familiar with him. Thank you, Thick Nectar. He avoids the recruiting part that isn't required at all with those affiliate links. Exactly.
Is not a pyramid scheme. So what is network marketing? It is simply a multi-level way to sell product and services through distributors direct to customers. It is also called direct.
This guy has watched too many of those old Patrick Bet-David training videos where he's standing in front of the whiteboard writing. I don't know why these fucking scammers think that writing something on a whiteboard, like for a 5-year-old to understand, makes you, more legit. He put on his best white shirt and his hat to cover up the balding and his best gold watch and has the white tiger on the poster behind him and wants you to, and thinks this is going to be enough to make him look like a savvy businessman,
Sales. How does it work? You have a business that sells product and services that simply brings those product and services first to a distributor in most, not all cases, and then sells them from the distributor to customer, or they also sell direct to customer. Now the question is, should you join and become a part of any network marketing company? It depends on your goals that you want to accomplish in your life. Should you leave your job right now and join network marketing? No. Could you, if you felt like it, operate in your job and also create a side hustle or side business in network marketing, promoting a product and service and company you align with? Yes, that would make complete sense.
No, it wouldn't. You'd actually spend, you know what would actually be a way better investment of your time? Spending an extra hour at your job, doing 1 hour of overtime, or just simply working a longer shift. Or if you're really keen to make extra money on the side, do 1 hour of DoorDash. And I guarantee you, I can verifiably show you that that will make you more money than if you put in several hours in multi-level marketing.
And that can make you quite a bit of money along with your job or with your career. And the type of network marketing you want to become a part of, the company and the product and services they sell, again, depends on what you're passionate about. Are you into your health and wellness? Are you more into courses, training, education, kind of more business savvy? Are you more into sense? Are you more into computers? Are you more into you name it? There is a network marketing company for any type of product and service you want to sell in the world. Now, in the description of this video, I will include a bunch of different companies you can be a network marketer or an affiliate marketer for. It doesn't matter. So maybe you can check out and choose and see if I'm full of garbage or if what I'm saying seems to be true.
Burger Baron, working DoorDash as I'm watching stream. I mean, don't watch and drive, of course. You can listen. But unless I have my shirt off, don't look at the screen. He looks like he's about to try to sell me a vacuum, yeah. Marco is a diamond in Amway, so true. Yeah, Burger Baron actually getting that money. Burger Baron, you guys see, Burger Baron is out here grinding, working DoorDash, so that he can have enough money to pay his goon tax. Some of y'all have apartments with multiple bedrooms. Some of y'all have cars. Some of y'all have children. Stop all that nonsense, man. Take all the money you would have spent on that other bells and whistles and pay goon tax. Pay goon tax. That's what you really want to be doing anyways, isn't it?
Genuinely. There's one last final note that you should pay very close attention to.
John, if you're watching this, bro, this video sucks, bro. This sucks, bro. You're not good at explaining shit. The audio in the video is bad. It looks bad. You don't have a good on-screen charisma. Everything you're saying is factually false and like logically easy to debunk. This video sucks, bro.
In network marketing, and that one thing is research the company.
And your markers don't. And your markers don't have enough liquid.
Sudrith just tithed 137
Wow.
Canadian dollars and 36 cents to the cult. I've been subscribed to your channel for a while. My father was suckered into every MLM that existed, including Amway. Your work is important. Don't
Wow.
ever stop.
Man, thank you so much. Sudreth, C. Sudreth. I hope I'm saying it right. This is a first-time dono from Sudreth. I really appreciate it. I don't know what it was about this stream today that compelled you to support me. Maybe it was you joining the chat and seeing other people supporting. But I want to say thank you so much, and I'm sorry to hear about that situation with your dad. And that's exactly why I do this, to be serious for a moment, because literally every adult I meet, it doesn't matter which.
Chrism just dropped a bag 27 Canadian dollars and 47 cents. $2? Instructions unclear. Sending more.
Thank you, bro. Okay, we'll get to Chris in a second. But Sudreth, every person I talk to, whichever country I go to, literally every person over the age of 18 has a story about a relative, a friend, an aunt, an uncle, a former teacher, you name it, trying to get them into an MLM, or simply just being so devoted to their MLM that they change, they change as a person. And time goes by and people say, oh yeah, I had a bad experience, and then time goes on and we forget about it until eventually, I have a niece who's 13 years old. It's not going to be a long time before girls that are, her classmates are getting sucked up into these Monat and Sensi and whatever, whichever ones still exist in 5 years, God forbid. So it's like we ignore the problem until it becomes somebody else's problem. But what happens when that somebody else is somebody we care about? It's our relative, our friend. Now we do care because it's changing the psychology of the people who we care about, who we have relationships with. It's hurting our family dynamics. It's destroying our relationships, our finances, the mental health of the people that get screwed into these things after they figure out what it was and realize that they're not going to make any money. So that's why I do this, and that's why I'm so passionate, and why it's so important to me that you guys support me, and I'm so grateful for it, because I'm truly trying to do something that we all know it's a problem. We've all been touched by it. I posted a video not long ago about my former best friend who, this is sort of my origin story. My best friend from high school joining Amway and then joining World Financial Group and cutting me off because I was a bad friend because I didn't support his dream and whatever. And I just, when Batman saw his parents die, he said, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure this doesn't happen to anybody else. And I never grew out of that, I never stopped fantasizing like that, like I did when I was 3-4 years old watching Batman. I just that always stayed with me, And yeah, I think there's so many ways to make money that will not actually do anything good for the world. There's a great book called Bullshit Jobs, which I'm listening to right now, which is all about this. And here I have something where, yes, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of hassle, there's a lot of harassment and lawsuits and whatever that comes with it, but I know I'm actually doing something good. And isn't this what every person who ever tried to move the needle and fight against the, speak truth to power, as they say, isn't this what everybody had to fucking go through? Harassment, people threatening you, assassination attempts, lawsuits. Isn't this what every person who ever, who history ever smiled upon had to go through? Isn't this what Gandhi and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and isn't this what everybody goes through if you're actually trying to make a positive change in the world? Not that I'm comparing myself to those people. I'm just comparing the principle of it all. So, stream brings the money, buddy. So yeah, thank you so much for your support. It means more than you know. I mean, it literally, if everybody who subscribed to me donated even half the amount that Sudreth just did, I'd have, what's 100,000? I have 100,000 subscribers. If everybody who subscribes to me just dropped $10, if every single person dropped $10, I'd have $1 million. I would never have to worry about legal fees again. And then we have heroes, like John Reardon, like Maria, like 51 Cherry, like Sudreth, who come in and drop, way more, 10 times that amount, 20 times that amount, 100 times that amount. And, you're really who keep the people who keep the ship afloat. I wouldn't be able to do this, And yeah, the patience and the commitment and the support will be rewarded. I really put everything I had into this new infiltrating a pyramid scheme video, and I hope that you guys like it. I hope it helps a lot more people. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you all of you for supporting, and don't let me forget about Don't let me forget about that last one that came in right after Sudreth. I wouldn't even think it. Chris M. 2747, and he said $2. Instructions unclear. Sending more. Thank you, Chris M. Chris M donated to me on December 29th, 2024. Appreciate you, Chris M. Thank you. It means a lot. It means a lot that you're supporting. Let me see what y'all are saying here. Ugh, fuck. Messiah says, or like MLM says, sell your patio furniture to pay your goon tax. So true. Sell your patio. Thanks, Edwin. Beware. Lily says, I have a cousin whom I love, but I don't speak with much, who out of the blue tried to rope me, my mom, and brother into world ventures. She was at the top. Now I'm scared her daughter will join an MLM. Yeah, man. That's what I mean. Kendra K, that was my birthday. Well, happy belated birthday 6 months later. John, this video sucks, John.
Research the people who are promoting the company, the people, and also make sure you learn a lot about the products themselves. And if you find that they are, lastly, make sure they're good and treat well their customers. Because if it is a company that is legit and real,
John, get better markers, bro. These things are running out of ink, brother.
They have good, solid, ethical people with good, solid, ethical messaging, promoting good, solid, and ethical products to consumers and customers in a good, solid, ethical way that is genuine and that is actually helpful and valuable to the customers, and they're not forcing them to buy additional product and services. This is when you have found and can feel confident in a company to be a network marketer for. If any of these do not check off the box, do not join the company. Do not think about it. That's it. That's what network marketing is and how it works. It's really that simple. That's all there is to it. It's just a different way to run a business with multiple levels of being able to earn commissions through affiliates or partners. That's it.
Nonsense on nonsense, you know? I have one more I want to react to. I actually have a few more. There's two other creators that I want to react to. However, one of them has multiple videos. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos. And he is he's been an anti-Always Marco voice for a while. And his videos will add up to much more footage. It'll be about, he has like 45 minutes of footage here that videos worth of stuff that I want to react to. But I think that might even end up in a debate because he's commented on my videos before and we've talked about him before, but I think I'll have to save it for a another video. Who knows? We could keep going on this. How long have I been going? 2 hours. Okay, who knows? We'll see. Let's get through this one. This one, bro, I'm hilarious for finding this. Sometimes I search myself on YouTube and I just find this shit or people send me it. This video came out 3 months ago. It has 5 views. 2 of those views are me. Actually, 3 of these views are me. And it's by Home-Based Business Success. Now, remember, Vince, our friend Vince, before he closed his channel down and admitted that I was actually right about MLM, he had a channel called Home-Based Business King or Home Business King. Now we have Home-Based Business Success. This is a big channel. 7 subscribers. We're talking 5 views. We're talking 13 views. We're talking no views. We're talking 4 views. We're talking 5 views. He has a video called MLMs versus Pyramid Schemes Part 1. Jesus. He has a video. Look at this thumbnail. He has a video called Anti-MLMer Reveals the Dark Side of Robert Kiyosaki. And this is him reacting to my video. What a legend. Let's check it out.
Hello, Steve Spangenberg.
Steve what?
Hello, Steve Spangenberg.
Steve Spangenberg. So we had John Weeberg. Now we have Steve Spangenberg. A lot of Bergs coming through tonight. Look at this streamception. It's me reacting to him, reacting to me, reacting to Robert Kiyosaki. You love to see it. Let's check it out.
Home-based business success. Pro MLM. Anti-MLM.
Jessica 257K just dropped a bag 27 Canadian dollars and 47 cents.
Jessica Wagwan. Big up. Thank you so much, Jessica. Hold on a second. Kendra says, I turned 27, so it's not that it mattered much anyways. Well, still, it's still worth it to celebrate every birthday that you have because everyone is a blessing. So congrats on turning 27. That's amazing. Let's see. Unplug says, I'm with you, Marco. Thank you for all the work you do. My upline former diamonds from Amway are coming after me after exposing them. Good. Thank you, Jessica 257K. That looks like a first-time dono from Jessica 257K, and it really means a lot. Thank you so much. Look at this. We're almost closing in on that dono goal. And then all we have to do is 5x it. We need to get this dono goal to 1,000, and then we need to multiply that by 5. So if you've dropped whatever amount you've dropped, just drop it again. Whatever amount you've dropped, just drop it again. It's simple. And then we'll have 5,000, which will be enough to cover the $3,500 that I just paid in lawyer fees over the past week, past 10 days. And yeah, then we'll be sailing, you know? We'll be good. At least 3.5 exit, you know? We got to at least get it to 3,500, of course. I'm so excited for the day someone does a real debate instead of spending the entire time beating around the bush. Yes. Damn, thank you, bro. Thank you, Unplug. He says, I'm with you. It's the same message before, but they're coming after me after exposing them and trying to throw me in jail after exposing them. Yes. Steve Spangenberg, Van Blissingen McGee. Roger Van Blissingen is hilarious to me still. Okay, let's check this. There you go.
Whatever you want to call it.
I can't even get through these things. Johnny
Johnny donated 10 Canadian dollars.
Johnny, thank you, Johnny. We're almost there. 901. Who's gonna be the Avengers that help close us out here? Don't even let me say close us out. Who knows? Maybe we go above and beyond. Maybe a bunch of people who have been subscribed to me for a long time, but are just lurkers and never actually have dropped a bag. They come through and they say, you know what? Today's the day. You've been at this for 6 years, Marco. You've been through more lawsuits than most people go through in their whole life. You've never lost one. You're still fighting. You're still a champion. You're living on the other side of the world away from your family and friends. It's hard. It gets lonely. It's an unforgiving and thankless job a lot of the time, even though a lot of people do thank me, but in other ways it's thankless. Here's $1,000. Here go 2 more for y'all. My sources are telling me that Marco will go shirtless again when we reach our next goal. That's true. That's so true.
I'm going to do one of these reaction videos because I've never done a reaction video.
LG donated 10 Canadian dollars.
Thank you, legend.
I never finish on a guy.
I'm never going to get through this video. Ah! Where is it? Where is it? I heard the sound. I don't see it. Show me it.
Justin Muller just tithed 100 Canadian dollars to the cult. Can I get 5 big booms?
Why did I not see that pop up? Where the fuck is that? What the hell? Hold on a second. I'll never get through this video. It didn't pop up on the screen, but I heard the yummy sound. $100 from Justin Mueller. He says, can I get 5 big booms? First time dono from Justin. Boom! 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 Crazy shit. It's a crazy world we live in. It's absolutely...
It's an evil world we live in.
God did.
Wow. You guys are out here right now. Seriously, out here.
Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets.
She belongs to the streets.
Whew.
We gave him the money. Boom.
Work.
It's crazy what y'all have done. I can't believe you've done this. I can't believe you've done this. My Shayla. You know about that video, My Shayla? The Tyrese video is like, oh my God, My Shayla. Oh my goodness. Shirt off and Nicki Minaj stat, Lamau. Yo, I never fucked Wayne, I never fucked Drake. All my life, man, fuck's sake. If I did, I'd menage with him and let him eat my ass like a cupcake. My man full, he just ate. I don't duck nobody but tape. Yeah, that was a setup for a punchline on duct tape. Worry about if my butt fake. Worry about y'all hoes us straight. These girls are my sons, John and Kate. +8 when I walk in, sit up straight. I don't give a fuck if I was late. Dinner with my man on a G5 is my idea of a update. Hut hut 1, hut hut 2. Big titties, big butt 2. Fuck with them real hitters who don't tell no one what they up to. Had to show bitches where the top is. Ring finger where the rock is. These girls couldn't test me even if their name was Pop Quiz. Bad bitches who I fuck with. Mad bitches we don't fuck with. I don't fuck with them chickens unless their last name is Cutlet. Let it soak in like seasoning and tell them bitches blow me. Lance Stevenson. Other than cup in the sky.
Marco.
Sparks in the air like the 4th of July. You let me be quiet. I never fucked Nikki cause she got a man, but when that's over, then I'm first in line. And the other day in her Maybach, I thought, goddamn, this is the perfect time. We had just come from that video. You know LA traffic, how the city slow. She was sitting down on that big butt, but I was still staring at the titties though. Low key or maybe high key, I been peeped that you like me, you know? I mean, who the fuck you really want to be with besides me, I mean? It doesn't take much for us to do the shit quietly, I mean. She say I'm obsessed with thick women, and I agree. That's right, I like my girls BBW. Type to want to suck you dry and then eat some lunch with you. So thick that everybody else in the place is so uncomfortable. Ass on Houston, Texas, but the face look just like Claire Huxtable. Oh. You the man in the city when the mayor fuck with you, the NBA players fuck with you, the badass bitches doing makeup and hair fuck with you. Oh. That's because I believe in something and I stand for it. And Nikki, if you ever want to fuck, just give me the heads up so I can plan for it. Pink print. You know? Let's double it, and I'll do hell yeah fucking right. Drake and Lil Wayne shirtless. All my exes live in Texas like I'm George Strait. Or they go to Georgia State where tuition is handled by some random... don't even let me get started on it. Don't even let me get started on it. Should put that on Spotify. Hilarious. Legend Gaming with the $10 says, I never finish on a guy. Should I increase it? Should I refresh the goal? Should I update the goal? What up, Sid? Wagwan. Okay, here. What are we at? We're at 10, 11. Okay, 10, 11. So let's go 2000 and we'll go 10, 11. Let's just see what happens. Lawyer. Shit. No. Go back. Motherfucker. 10, 11. 2000. Lawyer. Lawyer. There we go. No, not 2100. Motherfucker. 2000. 10, 11. How many fucking times do I have to type this? Professional streamer, you know? Professional YouTuber doesn't know how to fucking set up a stream. Okay. Calmate, calmate. Let's see what happens.
But I have been following this Always Marco guy, as you can see right here. And he...
Wear a better shirt when you're going to do a YouTube video, you know?
He has put a video up called "The Dark Truth About Robert Kiyosaki." Let's listen to this.
Human being.
One of the
5 views, by the way.
most sinister plots ever played upon the human populace was the paycheck.
I bet you didn't know that Robert Kiyosaki owes the success of his book writing career to Amway.
April of 1997.
Okay, so Robert Kiyosaki owes his book success to Amway. That makes sense. I know a guy named Charlie Tremendous Jones.
Made it up! A magician. I know a guy named Charlie Tremendous Jones. Oh, really? Do you? I know a guy named Larry Laffy Taffy McGee. Now what? I know a guy named Magical Mystical Michael. Now what?
He was a book publisher, wrote a lot of books, and he put a lot of his books through Amway. I met him when I was in Amway. Nothing wrong with that. There's business people in Amway, and if you want to sell a business book, doesn't it make sense to sell it to business people? My book, Money Does Grow on Trees, I sold it to multi-level marketing people. Hello?
Hello? I gotta find this book. What's his name again? I don't even remember. Money Does Grow on Trees book. Where is it? Is this him? No, that's not him. I can't even find this fucking book. What was his name? Something Berg, right? Okay.
I wasn't a big fish and could get into Amway, but...
Who's Krillin? Y'all keep saying he's Krillin. Oh, yeah. Yep. I see it now. I see it.
You know, hey, is there anything wrong with that? Is that dark? Let's look for something dark here.
I printed 1,000 copies of this book. After about 3 months, I still had 1,000.
He's telling his story about how he got involved and found somebody. Basically, I'll shortcut it.
The dark truth is that a lot of people think Robert Kiyosaki is just like this author, self-help guru, real estate guy, but actually, he's just a fucking Amway shill grifter. That was the dark truth. I thought it was a good video. Fuck y'all.
He found a guy that was in Amway, was in a higher up position in Amway, and he bought a bunch of his books from a car wash.
Looks like a retired lifeguard. Hilarious.
Yeah, so, okay, here we go. See what Marco has to say about this.
I went, oh, I got it, you know. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how this book got started. So I'm here to say thank you all very much.
So if we take Robert Kiyosaki at his word, the book was struggling to sell until this... Damn, my face is even slimmer than it was when I filmed that video. Perhaps my beard is a bit shorter. I have a fresh haircut, but I don't know. I think I'm slimming down, buddy. Amway Diamond Bill Galvin bought 12 copies from this car wash, at which point Robert Kiyosaki realized there was a market to sell his books to Amway people. One thing leads to another, and Robert Kiyosaki goes on Oprah. Why is my video lagging on his end?
What do the rich teach them?
Okay, is this so dark? Robert Kiyosaki realized there's a market. Just like I realized there was a market when I started doing taxes. I was doing some home-based business people, some regular people. And then at one point in my career, I realized there was a market called home-based business people. And guess what? I went into that market and sold my services. I'm so dark.
It's crazy how as you get older, you realize that like age does not correlate to like wisdom or intelligence, which is really unfortunate because when I was a kid, I just assumed like adults have it all figured out. And then I think in the moment that it really hit me was 5 or 6 years ago when I was living on my own, and I went to the grocery store, and you know, at that time I would have been what, 23, 24 years old, and I didn't have the best diet for sure. But I remember I saw like some old man at the cash register or like the self-checkout next to me, and he had bullshit groceries. This motherfucker had like Kraft Dinner and shit, like mac and cheese. I was like, I remember looking over and thinking like, wait, aren't you supposed to have like figured all of this like eating right shit out by the time you're 70, you know, however old he was? But yeah, that was one of those moments where I was like, oh, people don't actually, somehow people resist learning things as they age. I don't know.
I'm so dark.
This is another one of those moments.
Oh, and then he went on Oprah, just like a lot of people do. I can't make my eyes big like that one girl that's an anti-MLMer. I can't make my eyes big like that. But here we go. Let's see what Marco has to say about that.
I would love to have this guy on my show. Dude, if you want to be on my show, let me know.
The biggest thing. Like, if you were on Oprah, you were set. And this launched Robert Kiyosaki's whole career.
And so a lot of people want to find their path to financial freedom this way. The problem with this is if they're looking for nice, safe, secure jobs, they're also looking for nice, safe, secure investments. And there aren't any. And that's why they get wiped out. You know, they have this thing called the four.
Okay. He doesn't have much to say about that, but let's see what he has to say about this.
As an Amway distributor of being an employee where you would receive a paycheck, aka you would be paid for your work, and you don't have the benefit of being a business owner because you don't actually own it, and you don't have the benefit of being an investor because you're not.
Okay, so the same old dribble from the anti-MLMers is that you don't own this business. Well, I got news to you. You can be a distributor of a company. That is your business. Your supplier is Amway. Your supplier is Mary Kay. Your
Lie. Go on. I'll let him finish, then I'll explain why it's a lie.
supplier is whomever out there, Young Living, doTERRA.
Just like a lot of people do. Yeah. The reason that I explained this during my debate with Ray from Amway. Amray, am I right? Amway Ray. He says that Amway is the supplier. I say no, Amway is not the supplier, because if they were truly the supplier, they would have a vested interest in making sure that the product actually got sold to its vendors. If you're the distributor, aka the vendor, the supplier would want to know how you're doing in terms of sales. In an MLM company like Amway, I said this to Ray, when you buy the products from Amway, Amway has no idea whether you... He's cooking you, yeah. Amway would have no idea whether the products you bought were sold, if you ate them, if they sat on a shelf collecting dust. You are their customer. From a business standpoint, the only sales metrics they even have a record of are the sales to their own distributors. So they wouldn't even know. They wouldn't even know who their demographics are, what their most popular product was, whether they need to adjust the packaging or the size or the marketing. They don't do any market. They don't do traditional marketing. They don't sell their stuff in stores. Another question that arises here is, if it's true that Amway or whatever MLM is the supplier, why are these companies who are supposedly interested in selling products, that's what we're supposed to believe, that they're interested in selling products to genuine customers. If that was the case, why are they not selling the product in actual retail establishments that people typically buy products from? Why do they not sell the product in Walmart, Target, Costco, or on Amazon? Do MLM companies know something that the biggest retailers in the world don't know? I hear people in MLM say word of mouth marketing is the best marketing. We save all the money we would spend on advertising and we let our distributors be our promoters. Well, if that's the case, shouldn't these MLM companies and their products be way more successful and widespread and ubiquitous? Shouldn't we see people walking down the street drinking excess energy more than we see them drinking Monster and Red Bull? It doesn't make any sense. So, you know, there's a reason why on Shark Tank, the sharks tell the entrepreneurs, I can help you get your product on QVC. I can help you get it into Walmart or Target or whatever, because it's going to be good for sales. You know, they're going to put you where, you know, in the line of traffic of where people are actually doing their shopping. So, it's just nonsense to suggest that the MLM companies are the suppliers. The MLM companies are the distributors. Wherever they get the products from, you know, I think Amway does their own in-house manufacturing, you know, their products, the labeling and whatever. Okay, in that case, they are their own supplier, but they're the distributor. Amway creates the product in-house, and who are the customers? The distributors are the distributors are the customers. The real distributor is Amway, and the real customer is the distributor.
But I hate to tell Mr. Marco that the IRS thinks it's your own business because you report it on your tax return as your own business.
Okay, this is another point of nonsense. Just because you report something on your tax return doesn't make it any more or less viable or any more of a business. You could report your lemonade stand earnings on your tax return. If you made $50 selling lemonade on the street on a hot summer day from a lemonade stand, you could report that you've earned that income. I mean, probably most people wouldn't. They would just take the cash and not say anything. But you could report your lemonade stand as a business on your taxes, and the government would say, okay, fine, you're going to give us money for this? Okay, fine, sure. Even if you're not incorporated, even if you never got any tax documentation or charged tax or, factored in tax to the lemonade stand, you could, sure. But that doesn't mean it's a business,
Hello? It's the
Hello? Soundbite alert. This guy might be a new character.
It's because you reported on your tax return as your own business. Hello? It's the same old dribble. You don't get a steady paycheck. Of course not. Do I get a steady paycheck? No. I have my own business. Do people in Amway get a steady paycheck? No. Do people in Mary Kay get a steady paycheck? No.
Lens says, not to mention that as a so-called business owner, you have no autonomy or agency in how you market, advertise, and price the products. Exactly. If you become a distributor of Amway, you don't own Amway. You don't choose what you sell, how much you sell it for. You can't change the name of it. You can't add new things to the catalog. So you have no... And also, you can be terminated. How can you be terminated if you're the owner? How is there a CEO of Amway if you're the owner? Messiah says, you also report DoorDash income as a 1099 employee. You don't own DoorDash. Yeah. Well, it would be 1099 contractor, right? Not employee, but I get you. That is the stupidest point he's made yet. You're a 1099 independent contractor. That doesn't mean you own anything. Yeah. Okay, call it business, but you're not an owner. And what do these companies classify themselves as? Independent business owners. What do they classify their distributors as? Sorry, independent business owners. In my new Infiltrating a Pyramid Scheme video, I make the comparison. I say, these companies can go ahead and call their distributors independent business owners or entrepreneurs or whatever they want to call them, the same way Subway can call their employees sandwich artists. The difference is here, one of those is a harmless euphemism, sandwich artist. Nobody is being deceived by the term sandwich artist. If you go to Subway, whether they call themselves sandwich artist or sandwich architect or whatever, they're making a sandwich. Also, art is subjective anyways. You could say that a sandwich was a work of art. But when your designation for these unpaid, unsalaried, no benefits subcontractors is independent business owner, I feel like that is deceptive because it's giving these people the impression that they're more powerful or autonomous or entrepreneurial than they actually are. It doesn't help that, again, they're not paid. The sandwich artist is actually paid, for working at Subway. So, yeah, that's why one of them, I think, is a harmless euphemism. Not all doublespeak is bad. In the book Doublespeak, the author talks about how euphemisms, for example, can be harmless. Like, you might say somebody passed away instead of he died or he's deceased because it sounds more, it's more gentle. But everybody knows what you mean when you say he passed away. You're not deceiving anyone. He passed on, he's gone home. These are euphemisms for saying somebody died that are not deceptive. When you call someone an independent business owner, I feel like that is a euphemism that's deceptive because these people are not independent. They're completely dependent on the company for everything, the compensation plan, the products, the leadership, etc. You could argue it's not a business, that recruiting people into an endless chain where most are destined to lose money and the products are being consumed internally by the distributors who are mandated to purchase them every month is not a business at all. And owner, you don't own it.
Can they? Yes, if you work at it. So this is the same old dribble, except for he's trying to make Robert Kiyosaki out to be a bad guy, the dark truth. Okay, so he goes and dribbles on through this whole thing about this and that and the other thing. It just gets old. And let's see what this is his good facial expression here. Let's listen to him.
To consistently being paid the amount that
Imagine making fun of a facial expression I make in a video. Also, you have no point to make. You're just like, it's just ad hominem, Oh, look at his facial expression. Bro, you want to talk about my facial expression? Look at the shirt you are wearing in this video. You're trying to present yourself as like an authoritative voice on this topic and a business owner and somebody who knows more than me, presumably. And you're dressed like a traffic cone. This looks like a reflective vest that you would wear on a construction site and you came home, you didn't take it off. You should work construction. You'd make more money doing whatever nonsense you're doing. You'd make more money than you would with 7 subscribers and 5 5 views, that's for sure.
Expect to get paid and having benefits and
I'm so petty, lol, having 100,000 subscribers and reacting to a guy's video with 5 views.
dental care or whatever.
One of the most sinister plots ever played upon the human populace was the paycheck.
The irony of saying this while promoting what they're calling network marketing, which is really a euphemism for these pyramid selling scams, is such a pure example of doublespeak. If you want to get away with an atrocity.
Yeah, and needs an orange button down and orange tie, then he can go on Eric Worre. Ooh, that would actually go hard, the orange and purple combination. What the fuck happened?
Hello, everyone.
Oh, no, I don't want to react to Patrick on this stream. Next stream.
Business success.
Where'd he go?
12 copies from this.
People do! If they're looking for about that.
This guy's unhinged.
Of being a business owner because you don't actually own it.
Well, I got news to you. You can be a distributor, but I hate to tell Mr. Marco, of course not. Do I get a steady? If you work at it about this and that and the other thing, it just gets old.
To get paid and having benefits and dental care or whatever.
One of the most sinister plots ever played upon the human populace was the paycheck.
The irony of saying this while promoting what they're calling network marketing, which is really a euphemism for these pyramid selling scams, is such a pure example of doublespeak. If you want to get away with an atrocity, call the atrocity the opposite of what it is. He's calling the paycheck the most sinister plot in human history, when in reality, the thing they're promoting is actually the most sinister plot. To scam people out of nothing.
Okay, well, we're going to leave it at that because he's just dribbling on about the same things. Do people go into Amway or to Mary Kay or to Young Living to get dental benefits and health insurance? No.
You're right. They go in there to get all of that and more. They go in there to get financial freedom, waking up without an alarm clock, achieving all of their hopes and dreams. Presumably, dental care would be covered in that. Or you wouldn't even need dental insurance because they think they're going to be making so many millions of dollars from the greatest business opportunity in the world. So this is just a what's the logical fallacy called where you just nitpick one thing I said and ignore the rest? Cherry picking?
They buy their own. I buy my own health insurance. Health insurance is a commodity. Dental insurance is a commodity. People make a choice. Nobody puts one of these things up to somebody's head and says, you must join.
Once again, I covered this with John Weberg. Nobody held a gun to your head. Nobody forced you to do it. Of course, but there's other ways of tricking people or scamming people than holding a gun to their head. This is the most hyperbolic, jumping to conclusions thing they could say to try to whitewash what they're doing. Nobody held a gun to your head. Yeah, okay, you didn't hold a gun to their head, but you used calculated lies and deception and trickery to get them to do something that wasn't in their best interest, and you lied by omission and didn't give them all of the information they would need to make an informed choice. So whether you held a gun to their head or used these other tactics, in both outcomes, the person did not have informed consent. They couldn't have had informed consent. In one situation, they have a gun held to them, which removes their choice or greatly weakens their decision-making capacity. And in the other example where you use lies and deception and doublespeak, they also don't have consented choice because you're feeding them bullshit.
Mary Kay, nobody puts one of those things to your head too, and it says you must get a job. So this is my first reaction video, and I'm reacting pretty good.
I disagree.
But all in all, I think this is a smear to Robert Kiyosaki. I've read Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's a decent book. I pick up some good things from it. It makes sense. It makes sense to those who want it to make sense to them.
I love how my brand is so cohesive. In that one, I'm wearing the I've got the same background. I've got the blue anti-pyramid shirt. Now I've got the black one. He keeps the brand cohesive, baby.
There are some business books I don't like. Do I get on there and say the dark truth about the you know what I'm trying to say, those effective people?
You have time freedom is true. Ming was able to answer a call on Easter at 1 a.m. to talk to Marco about the business opportunity. So true.
I say the dark truth about chicken soup for the soul. And I think that's, he skates on the edge. Yes, that's his opinion and everything, but he really skates on the edge of defamation and making it seem like there's some kind of dark truth out there. That's just to get you to watch the whole video so you think, wow, where is it? But guess what? After, what do we got there? 16 minutes of dribble, all you find out that is that he says the same old, same old, same old. So this is Steve. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, if you got some value, like and subscribe. Only if you got value. I don't think, if you didn't like it, if you didn't get value, don't like it. Don't subscribe. It's up to you. Hello, Steve Spangenberg.
Steve Spangenberg, made up. Oh, that Star Spangenberg was still gallantly. What's the lyrics? I'm Canadian. I don't know. There you got it. There you have it, folks. I've been debunked. He got me. He got me good. Steve Spangenberg, you bodied me, brother. Now, one person I want to react to on the next stream. We didn't get to it today, but one person I want to react to on the next stream is Patrick. Patrick is the guy who did, you'll remember him from this. Some of you will remember him from this video, which has 36 views.
And she didn't have a good response to that. It's like, this is the type of shit where it sounds like it's rooted in logic, but it's complete fucking nonsense. I don't even have a flashy term to give you, like doublespeak. It's just nonsense, flim-flam, gobbledygook, blah, hoopla,
Patrick is a legend. This guy, Patrick is a super legend. Hold on, let's watch another one he has here with Julie. Imagine being a grown man, being so smug. So smug. That's what pisses me off the most, is like, as much as I want to help these people, at the same time I also want to smack that fucking stupid little smug smile off their face. Why are you gay? That's the thing that always pops. I think this is me reacting to Pedro, who challenged me to a debate, said let's expose each other, and said that I was scared, said don't be scared, because I wasn't available to do the debate with him right then and there, and then he flopped on it, and then like a bitch, talking about compliance. I thought you're the owner. What do you mean compliance? Aren't you the business owner? Pops into my head the Simon video, and then Patrick has cropped this with a video of Julie for some reason. No, Simon, what's his name? Simon Najwala. The guy who's like, why are you gay? That's always what pops in my head when I see this type of cringy shit where a grown man is like, Oh yeah, I was reacting to a video of Pedro where he's like, it was one of those side-by-side like TikTok videos where the person who's making the video isn't actually contributing to it. They're just like in the corner pointing, making these faces. You have fucking kids. How embarrassing. Imagine your kids at recess at school and their friend comes up to them. They're like, is this your dad? For real, that is embarrassing as fuck. And they show you the phone and it's you on the video. Why are you gay?
Of the people they represent.
I'm so funny. It's crazy. Patrick has a few videos debunking me. And you know what? I think he does deserve for us to do a stream dedicated to him, because he actually does try very hard to argue some of the points, and I think he does a decent job. Spoiler alert, he's wrong about everything, but he actually does a better job of approaching his arguments than other people that I've seen. So I think on the next stream we're going to react to Patrick, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe the new infiltrating a pyramid scheme video will be out by next week, and I'll have a different stream planned. But we'll see. Yeah, let's see. But I think that's good for today. Almost 3 hours, Hopped, skipped, and jumped over every point you made, because to really engage with you, with what you were saying, would show how flimsy their excuses are. So true. He got you there. Legend says Marco's so cute when he smiles. Thank you, Legend. You're so sweet, baby. The Why Are You Gay guy is selling merch now and making a living off the meme. It's insane. I know. He's on Cameo as well. I bought a Cameo from him. I'm not even gonna lie. I bought a Cameo from him for my friend who likes the video. On the topic of Peter and Scott, it's been a minute. Where are they? They're still doing their thing. I just haven't reacted to them in a while, because in most of their episodes they talk about sensitive legal things that I'm not at liberty to discuss, and I wouldn't want to get myself in hot water by rebroadcasting them discussing things I'm not allowed to talk about on my own channel, because I think that would be like a roundabout way of me, you know, it would be troublesome. Let's just say that. So yeah, Scott and Peter soon come, hopefully. I would love to get back into reacting to them. But yeah, new infiltrating a pyramid scheme video. If you want to be, if you want to see your name in the end credits of that, Patreon or YouTube memberships, if you're at the $10 or above tier, there's also a bunch of other perks, you know, early access to the content, name and end credits, one-on-one calls with me, blah, 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 blah. So yeah. And if you want if some of you might want to do the YouTube membership because you like watching the live streams and chatting, and you get the special custom goon chat emojis if you are a member on YouTube. So yeah. Yes, Scott and Peter will return for sure. All right, appreciate y'all. This was amazing. I want to thank you guys again
for the tremendous support. Nobody supports like the cult. You've never seen support like it.
That's true. Excuse me. Thank you guys, really. This has helped me a lot. And let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens with this new infiltrating a pyramid scheme video, you know. Let's just see. But I appreciate y'all still being with me after all this time, and I'm not giving up. If y'all don't give up on me, I'm not giving up on you and not giving up on this mission. So thank you so much, guys. And follow my Instagram, always Marco. I will see you very soon. Peace out.
You're fucking poor.